Okay, so last time you guys made your way down to this interesting dungeon level of the house that you were in. Made your way down to kind of the level beneath that, where you found a bunch of strange relics. Took a couple of them with you.
Yeah.
Discovered somebody who had been imprisoned down there, who has now joined your party. And
That's me.
Yes, it is. We should have sacrificed them.
This guy.
and
He remembers.
discovered some manner of what appears to be a ritual chamber, where horrible things have happened. You guys,
No.
We assumed.
yeah. Well, there's blood all over the place. So
Could be fake blood.
yes, it's a theater. You guys have
It's
been
a
in
prop.
a theater all along.
Curtain comes up. It's like, ah.
Yeah.
A wet theater full of real human
Standing
detritus.
standing ovation. Well, this is really good prop designers, you know? Okay, anyways. Yes. Surrounded by apparitions, which demanded that one of you die, you decided to decline their offer, and doing so caused them to awake some manner of evil being, which put up a good fight, but you managed to kill it in the end. As soon as you struck it down, the chanting that they were doing just incessantly, "The end comes, death be praised," fades away. The figures kind of linger there for a moment, and then just fade from your sight. At the same time that happens, you hear this horrible, loud, lurching sound from upstairs. You get the impression almost that the entire house above you has shifted somehow.
Oh.
The sound kind of continues for a moment and then stops. You hear like a big clunk, and you guys are left in silence.
Okay. Is there anything kind of over here, like underneath where the pile of refuse was?
So you see kind of some remains of Lorghoth the Decayer, the odds and ends, but mostly now this is just a pool of water.
Okay.
Again, you can see this whole kind of section has been carved out of the stone, but there doesn't appear to be anything of interest, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll dig through the corpse then, I guess.
Dig through the Shambling Mound?
Yes.
Sure.
Or more like just playing in it, like, ha ha ha, we beat you.
Some sweet combo.
Make an investigation check.
I want to look through it too and we'll help you out.
Okay, make it with advantage then.
I don't need that advantage.
Baby.
A
-1.
natural 20. A natural 20 with a -1. Cool. You're digging through the various refuse that made up this creature. There's no sense that there's any kind of lingering life force or anything. You do manage to find a hand among the refuse that is wearing a ring that looks like it might have some minor value. You kind of take it off and examine it. It's just a plain gold band worth about 25 gold pieces.
Will it fit my pinky finger on my right hand?
Yeah, I would say so.
Hell yeah. I'll put it on.
Okay.
Look, this corpse is good for something. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of slimy, but
I mean, he was hugging it earlier.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Gregor is kind of slimy and dirty as well at this point. So.
yes. I need to have another fire shower later.
Burn it all off.
Fire shower. Yes, one way to
Smells like
describe
victory.
it.
Well, sounds like something happened upstairs. Maybe we can get out.
Let's take a short break first. Anyone else pretty injured? I'm pretty injured. I'm going to my
Guts.
stomach.
God damn.
Yeah. Yes, it's a good idea.
Roll for
Taking a short rest now?
Yes.
I'll do Song of Rest during the short rest too.
Does that work for sure?
Sure, what does that do?
It lets everyone roll a d6 and add that to their health thing.
Okay, that's not a level 3 thing, right?
No, it's level 2 thing. Yeah.
Level 2 spell?
Oh, I rolled a 1.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
I think. Let me just look at it.
You can roll both your hit dice, right?
Yep.
Yes, just remember that when you long rest, you only get half of your hit dice back. Not
But if
all.
you have 50%, you get, like if you have 2, you get
Yeah. You get half of your maximum hit dice, I should say, back at all times.
Oh, okay.
Poor Sean.
Struggling. Maybe you should have saved some of those spells for heals, bud.
Based it on you.
Maybe you should have saved some more. Let the rogue do the damage.
Climbing up chains and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking
I only
Legolas.
used one spell for damage.
She did kill it.
I also
Okay.
didn't get hit somehow.
Oh, I didn't do it.
It's because I'm there fucking choking shit out.
You were mostly in
Also,
the
I
air.
was
I don't know.
mostly in the air.
Well,
I
yeah,
should-
that's
I
the
don't
point of the
even
rogue.
know.
Hide in the shadows, deal a shitload of
I'm
damage.
just completely.
I just like take the damage,
Slash roll.
and then
Oh,
And
okay.
grapple.
grapple
just
shit.
like
That's part of taking
Great
damage.
shit.
Breaking shit also good for inciting them to
So
hit
should I do as
you.
well? Can I get more health?
Yeah, and then we need.
Yo, can I do more? Can I get more health if I want to?
Well, you can't go
I'm
over your
damaged.
max. So
Okay.
Well, later.
14.
Well,
And
technically,
then how much
bards
do you
are
actually
better
heal from the
healers.
short?
Thanks
Well,
to
okay.
Are they?
Both.
So it
Oh.
depends on
Oh
your-
wait, I get my
You
key
can buy
back.
back up and
True that.
then
I do 1d10, but I think it's
Or
You like
get
light
damage.
Back at full key level now.
usually if I
Cleric.
check it.
Hey
I'm
Zach,
not
question.
a cleric.
Can I use my
I'm
herbalism
like
kit
the
for
opposite of
anything?
a light cleric.
I don't know, can
Did
you?
you ever watch the
I was
Try
asking, like, I had this
No.
kit. What do I do with it?
Yeah, you can use it to like
Like
concoct.
Yep.
Like potions?
I believe so.
We really got sidetracked here.
It's a good question, actually. I haven't looked too much into it.
Wait, what? What's the problem?
I don't know what we're talking about now.
Well, I said if I
We
could
kind of
use
just
like.
started doing our own things.
I'm ready to rock.
No, he's looking something up now for.
Yeah. It's for making like remedies and potions. It gives you advantage. Sorry, lets you add your proficiency bonus to ability checks to make to identify like herbs and anything that's herb related.
Okay.
And you need proficiency with that kind of kit to create antitoxin and potions of healing. But you would also need the knowledge of how to make a potion of healing, which you don't currently have.
Ah, shit. Why do I even have this kit?
Well, it could be a hobby. It's something you're working towards.
That's
Probably
true.
root beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Okay, well, I guess I can't really do anything either.
Are
Yeah.
you here?
It's 1d8 plus your.
This straight up tastes like root beer.
Oh,
Almost
okay.
sweeter than regular.
So,
Dangerous.
So I get all my key
No,
points
sorry,
back.
just 1d8.
yes, you
Okay.
On a short rest? Me.
You add your con modifier to your hit dice or no?
Oh, do you?
No, I don't think you do.
You do, I think.
I don't think I did.
Just 1d8.
Changes everything.
Let's just go with you do.
Yep. Player rolls the die, adds a
Nice.
character's constitution modifier to it.
Oh, great. It's back
So,
there.
Makala, where do you come from?
A distant land. From where you're from, probably. I'm sorry, Sean.
What kind of land?
Mountains. Lots of mountains.
Oh. Are there lots of monks in your?
Yeah, lots of monks. Very few though
My character just
get to train at my level.
Oh, never mind, it's not this one.
Oh, you're an advanced monk.
No, I just what monk I am. How about you? You're a cat.
I'm also from a distant land, probably far from where you come from.
Oh, yeah.
I collect stories.
Collect stories. Are you a writer?
No. Collect them so I can eventually bring them back to my land someday.
Interesting. Maybe I can throw you a story sometime.
Yeah? It has to be true.
Oh,
You collect stories as in you collect books, or you actually write the stories?
Oh no. I collect stories of other people.
What about you?
I save them, I
Bartimaeus?
memorize them.
Yeah?
Oh,
What's
okay.
up?
You seem not so fond of me.
No, I'm not fond of that one.
How will you
Ah,
keep
tough
track
guy,
of
Bartimaeus.
distance?
Bartimaeus flexes his muscles a little bit.
Does a little one of those like hair things like.
Flips my hair.
That's a close call, eh?
Yeah, that's a close call. Good job not dying.
Yes, well, you had your help for that, I think. I came back from unconscious. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I shut the potion down your throat.
Ah, that's good.
Okay, so
Right.
what do you do now?
Yeah, so you guys spend about an hour kind of sitting around the dais and the ledges, while Bartimaeus kind of plays you guys a gentle tune, just helping you guys to really feel like you're getting a good rest, like you're feeling refreshed. After kind of nursing your wounds and starting to feel up to it, you guys are ready to hit the road.
Feeling better. Yes. Sorry.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Little tiny man. That's a good idea, but let's go.
What do you think that sound
Agreed. We
was?
should probably.
Yeah, sound is no issue. We kill sound.
How does one kill sound?
Anything can be killed. You just start killing and only stop when it's dead.
Aren't you a cat? Can you not have like you don't have super sound? Something?
This is super
That's
sad.
racist. aren't you people good at this?
Who are those ears?
Oh no.
Where's the rest of our? Is this me tracking forward? Like where's it?
We're all behind you, man.
I'm
Yeah, you
stuck
got-
behind Bartimaeus back
Should
here.
move your character.
Me?
Jeez.
Stuck.
You don't have to. We just don't.
Okay, you guys head up the stairs all together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me take you there.
Is there anything
Take
worth
you where you need to
exploring
go.
here?
Yeah.
Take me away.
I mean, we didn't fully explore the room where we found the Koa.
It's just prison cells, it seemed like, or like for sacrificing people.
I would rather get out of this house than explore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same here. We've been here too long.
Oh, I hate that. Especially like the back thing. It's really annoying.
Okay, stop moving your characters for a second while I do it for you. Or else this is gonna get real weird.
Oh, they add caramel color to this. It's disappointing.
Shit's cancerous.
Ah.
What isn't cancerous?
Whoa, that went
Gonna-
serious.
I'm gonna say, like, the sun, giver of life,
look,
giver
way
of
back
cancer.
there.
So.
Plungo
Supposedly
impressed
the
me
brown
with his
stuff is the
impressive
most
strength
Horrible
I'm
of them
trying
all.
one guy.
for compared to his size.
Horrible.
Nicole was impressed.
Alright, you guys make your way upstairs and kind of cram into the hallway. You see the pit in front of you that Albrecht had fallen into. And the passageway to the south where you guys came around in the end. Oh, I can ping you guys to a place.
Ah,
Oh, cool. That's handy.
Should we go back up? Stairs?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there must be
Ooh, who's that?
There must be another way to get to the main floor, because we went from the attic. So there are stairs going down on the main floor. Where did those go to?
Where the pulley?
Oh yeah. Well, we can't go up there. Only Ungo can go up there.
I could go up and like come back down and open the door on the other side.
Do we have to, is there a door locked or something? Question.
The
Nicole, that's a
pulley.
Well,
question.
there's also that big loud noise, and that might have been some doors unlocking or something.
Wait, why do you think there's another way out?
Well, there was a set of stairs going down on the main level, right? Or did it only go up?
You were in the attic and
Before
you found a set of stairs that went all the way from the attic down to this dungeon
Yeah.
level.
But on the main level, there was a flight of stairs going up, Was there a flight of stairs also going down?
Not that you saw.
Okay, well in that case, I'm just making shit up. Back to the way we came.
Alright, to the attic we go.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, you probably don't know your way around, do you?
Nicole is grateful for you guys freeing him, but is very still disgruntled as to what is going on.
I'm assuming that one of you is still holding a torch.
Yes.
Cats don't need torches.
That's not racist himself.
I'll light a torch if no one else is.
Okay,
That was good.
Fraser lights the torch, in which case he's probably going to lead the way.
Oh.
Or at least be
I
close
walk
to
back
the
and
front.
I give Gregor the torch.
Ah yes. Good.
Chasm,
Yeah.
do you have light?
I got rid of that.
Oh, you got rid of
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured
Oh, yeah,
yes.
so most things we have not
Torches
explored here
are-
yet.
Oh, have we not gone through here?
No.
You have not. So pause so I can describe it.
Go
to
through
you.
so you can.
Reveal the secrets.
I mean, what's the point then? What if there's something good in there? Jeez. Okay.
Very curious. Have we not been here?
No.
No, you
Oh,
haven't.
there's stairs.
Where?
There's so many locations in this stupid house, it's hard to keep track of notes.
I want to get out of this house. Go has been here for too long. He wants to see the sunlight.
Not being very brave.
But
Okay, yeah, so you...
I say we don't do that.
Yeah, you guys go east down the hallway, down a set of stairs, and you come to basically what appears to be kind of a little eating area. And there's kind of a wooden table with 4 chairs standing nearby. And to your west, you see kind of 4 alcoves kind of carved out of the earth. And each of them contain moldy straw pallets. Like bedrolls, basically.
Oh look, under each pallet.
Yeah, you lift up, you kind of dart from room to room, and people have gotten used to this behavior from you at this point. Lifting up each sleeping apparatus to ensure that nothing is sneakily hidden underneath. And sure enough, there's nothing that catches your eye.
Okay. Nothing here, friends. Let us continue.
I'm gonna go over this way.
Yeah, back to this room with many beds that we slept in.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna resummon our content.
Yeah, you recognize the well in the middle as well as all of the smashed chests,
Yes.
debris.
I had my way with the chests here, yes.
Indeed you did. Indeed you did.
Yeah, shall we go back the way we came now? Albright?
I'm over here, bro.
Yeah, let us go back to get Albright.
I wanna...
What's your bird looking for?
Oh, there he is.
Ogre?
Oh, there he is.
I'm gonna summon him back. Let me just poke him over here.
Alright.
He's so tiny now.
Oh!
I
Uh-oh.
don't know what's happening. Keeps like flashing the.
Alright, I want
It
to
doesn't
see
really matter. You've
It's a
seen
tease.
most of the sights there are to see anymore.
I want to
That
I'm
poke
told
my head
Are
in
we
here
going
and see what
downstairs?
Where are we?
Okay, so Gregor has found his way to the spiral staircase, the narrow spiral staircase, which returns back up to the attic, as you recall. You'd be familiar with it as well. You went up to help collect the skeletons to bring them back down.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. In the crypts.
Let's go.
You all go?
Yeah.
Very well, very well. Yeah, you guys all make your way up the stairs, and you kind of squeeze your way through, and end up back in the room in the attic, where oh jeez, you find yourself back in the storage room, where you guys have seen a whole bunch of furniture kind of under linen. As well as the body, which you discovered locked away in a chest.
yes, right. I want to go take a peek out the window now that we have shifted. Or believed to have shifted.
So are we upstairs? Or
We're in the attic.
I think so.
Oh, nice.
So you go over to the window, and you immediately notice that you were able to see out this window before, and now it is completely bricked out.
Oh, great.
You
shit.
you start to kind of really take in your surroundings, and almost like, for those of you who know Silent Hill, almost like Silent Hill style, this entire house has changed appearance. What once seemed pretty well preserved now looks rotted and brittle. The wallpaper is peeling off the walls. They look super like brittle and moisture damaged. And you turn around and look at the door out of this room, and there is no longer a door there. You kind of stare at it for a couple seconds, and you see a scythe fly through the doorway. You kind of stare for a couple more seconds, and you see it fly back again.
Like, so as if it's like a trap, kind of swinging. Okay.
Swinging back and forth.
What are all
Swinging
these
back and
things?
forth through the doorway.
These were covered in all that.
But now they're all rotted.
Alright.
Yeah.
Can I grab the biggest piece of rotten furniture? Where's that? Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then I'll toss her in the side door.
Yeah, you find like a table, basically. You move it kind of into the scythe. The scythe just chops through it like nothing. The wood just collapses beside it.
I'm gonna start
right
exploring
through
like
it.
the walls.
Chops right through it.
I'll start exploring the walls and seeing if there's anything else that's
So what's beyond?
an exit.
Could I, okay, that's a good idea. Could I use one of my cantrips? See if I can affect it.
What are you casting?
From liturgy.
And what effect are you trying to
The
cause?
instantaneously close and unlock door window to fly. I'm sure in this case, stop it.
Sure, you could try. So you kind of see Nikola kind of retreat back into himself for a second, and eventually he kind of makes a motion like he's casting something towards the door, but you see the scythe swing by unaffected.
I'm just
It's
gonna.
my stable constant.
I'm just gonna try to time it and jump through, like when it's.
Okay. Yeah. Make
Oh lordy.
an acrobatics check.
All right, Delric, gonna fuck this up.
Yeah. Albrecht very carefully kind of waits for the blade to go by, and then immediately tumbles through, landing on the other side. As you look around you, every single door on this floor has been replaced with swinging sights, and all of the walls around you look just as messed up as the ones in the room you emerged
Can
in.
I attack the wall?
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Sure.
Gregor, why don't you just
Yeah,
punch through it?
I'm gonna help you with that.
Alright, let's attack it
on the wall.
Do you want to
together.
punch the wall? Do you
Yeah.
want me to punch
Which
Yeah, let's all punch the wall.
can you ping the wall that you would like to attack?
Nicole
the
offers
one
his
right next
services
to me.
to punch through something.
Okay.
Massive
Yeah.
attack.
Actually, Gregor, why don't you do this? It makes
Yes.
more sense for you.
It's a little fun time for Gregor.
So Gregor relaxes. Type of check.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll. Or actually, you can just make an athletics check. It depends on how are you breaking this wall. Are you gonna attack it or smash into it? Like you use your blade or just
Punch it,
Oh.
body slam it. I
Yeah.
take it down as well.
Yeah, kicking probably.
okay? And you were not raging, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you hit the wall, and you feel like it would give way with kind of enough force, but you do not manage to break through.
Kind of poke my head, like right. Not poke my head through.
I would just go ape shit and kill her.
Poor choice of words. What are you waiting for? It's not that fast.
Wait, but
Just
like,
kind of.
Bumble
I'm
was
gonna-
helping him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, guys.
Oh, you both smashing the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Gregor kind of shoulders it once, doesn't quite manage to break all the way through. They kind of, Bungo and Gregor sync up and both shove at the same time, and the wall kind of blows out, unleashing a swarm of rats. It's just, like, literally just like pouring out of the remainder of the wall. Just like hundreds of rats start coming out and they attack you.
God damn it!
But we can go through the wall.
You can go through the wall.
Okay.
Lunch is served.
But but you're gonna have to get through this swarm of rats first.
Can I just
Barnaby
go
is
through
excited.
the scythe door?
Yeah.
Yeah, me
If
too.
you would
We'll all three do it at the same
Opening
time.
now.
Get out my way!
You guys made this bed. You sleep in it. You had your chance.
You made an acrobatics check? Wow, 2 natural 20s. Yeah, same thing. You have no problem. Soon as the blade goes by, you tumble through, make it safely to the other side. There's now a big gaping hole in the wall and just a pile of rats all over you guys. We're now entering initiative order. Albrecht, you get the first move.
So, how all of them? Like, are they on me now or now?
No. Like they're around where they broke the wall. You weren't there. You were kind of in the
Okay.
hallway. You
So
heard
are
that.
they
You
on
heard the
this side
smashing
of the
noise.
wall with us, or-
They're like in the gap where you smashed. Like they all just came flooding out.
Wait,
of the wall.
which side are they going? Are they going in that room or are they going in the other room?
They're coming at you. They're gonna attack.
So they're
you.
like splitting up, going at Leaf and us.
Yeah, basically. Right now they're all around.
Oh, okay. You
Like
want
just kind of.
Albrecht, do you want me to just grease it up and light them
You want to give it a fire too, buddy?
up? I like fire. Fire is my friend. I don't blame it.
Probably not the best.
Yeah,
idea.
don't do that.
So for the, is there a scythe blocking the set of stairs that we came up on, or should be like this one here, right? Like,
Yep. Yeah. It appears that every door in the house has been replaced with a scythe.
Can I use my thaumaturgy? How do you pronounce it?
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy to use my loud voice to somehow scare the rats away.
we're in combat now, buddy.
On your turn. Yeah, on your turn you can definitely try that. For
Hey,
sure.
it's only my second day in D&D.
No, it's alright.
Cut some slack.
Albrecht, though, gets the first move.
Yeah. So why do you not just go through the door? I kind of back up towards like the back end of this room, and I'll launch a firebolt at this pile of rats.
Yeah, you just launch fireballs.
And I miss order.
Oh my gosh.
A little
Yeah.
bit close.
They're still kind of pouring out of the walls, and you kind of launch one at the origin point where they're coming out, and the last one like comes out right as your firebolt hits the wall.
Yeah, that's that. Unless it's not really worth running. That's it.
Okay, the rats kind of pour out, and the first thing they see is Gregor, as usual, and they climb onto him and start biting him with their little teeth. It tickles you, Gregor. Like it doesn't even.
Little friends, I will eat you soon
It
enough.
just feels like they may as well be licking you for all the damage that it's doing.
Remind me of my pet rats at home.
They rolled a natural one. Bungo, you now see this rats everywhere.
Are they like on the ground?
They're on the ground. They're on Gregor.
It's like,
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to grab my shield and like, basically body slam it, so I'm like squishing a bunch of them at the same time.
Oh, I forgot to make the swarm of rats rolls. Whisper.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I thought you meant up there because I had also left it open.
Yeah.
See them everywhere.
Oh
So many rats.
no! Disaster. Wait. Sorry, Bungo. Say that one more time. What did you do?
So I want to grab my shield
Yep.
and body slam them, so I'm trying to squish it as many as possible.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna say make an attack roll, but without your proficiency bonus. So like 1d20 plus your strength. Yeah, you kind of like jump up and try to slam down on the ground, but they're too fast for you. Before you kind of manage to get down there, they all spread out of the way, and then start coming over you. And now you are prone on the ground. Yeah, you can use half your movement speed to get up. You get up, kind of like throwing the rats off of you. Fraser.
Okay, Barbie's going crazy right now.
Oh,
He
what?
loves eating rats.
What?
So he's like hissing at them and everything.
Yeah.
Using help action.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna use lightning blade.
Okay.
Flame attack first. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that absolutely hits. You see Fraser's glaive just like kind of spark with lightning. He like slams it down in the middle of the rats.
So how would this work against rats?
I'm gonna say you basically get to do the lightning damage. It basically jumps kind of from rat to rat a little bit. Cool. So a solid 13 points of damage.
Yes.
As the rats just kind of, you see like a bunch of them get zapped, like smoke is rising from some of the corpses all around, and like that did a lot to thin down the swarm. Bartimaeus.
So question, if I use sleep, are they each considered like a different creature with different health? Or is it like the swarm of rats?
You could put the whole swarm to sleep if you
Okay, I'll do that.
like the spell would go over the whole swarm.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Okay.
They don't have individual HP, so in terms of the HP, I guess you could say like for each point that you roll, maybe one rat falls asleep or something like
Okay.
that. But
Yeah. I'll use sleep then.
casting it at second level.
Shoot, I don't know if I'm meant to do that. Can I cast it at second level?
I don't know. It just says higher level cast in your roll thing.
Yeah, I cast it at second level.
Oh, you did cast it.
Yeah.
At second level.
We don't have second.
I don't have
second
second
level.
levels. Okay, I'll read it then.
Oh, then you got a better roll. Actually, you rolled 5d8 for both, so I don't know. But anyways, yeah, sure. We'll say, you kind of Pied Piper style. You pull out a flute and you play like a little tune, and the rats, which are kind of like all over the place, crawling all over Gregor's body and everything, they start to slow down their movements, and then eventually they just kind of like drop off, and like all of the rats are just lying asleep on the ground all around you guys now.
Let's roast these babies.
How does it work to like coup de grace sleeping in?
Especially a swarm.
They're incapacitated, so you get advantage on the attack and you get automatic crit, I think. Basically, same thing. Honestly, for the rats, if you want to just say you killed them,
I
cool with
would
that.
like to take the rats and line them up like on my longsword, like
Are you like picking?
like I'm a big rat kebab.
Okay, so Gregor goes around, takes the time to go around, lift all of the rats, and just skewer them onto his longsword. He has like there's more rats than you can fit on your sword, but you have a sword full of rats now, and blood dripping down your arm.
Saucy.
And the rats are basically no longer a threat to you guys. What little kind of remain are sleeping, and even if they were to wake up, probably wouldn't do much.
Pick up one that I fried and I feed it to
I'd like to light a little fire in the stove using some of the wood around. Come on.
You should probably get out of this house.
Yeah.
Good point. There are scythe doors.
I'll throw them all in the corner. You make a good point.
Well, you can keep the rats.
I'll put them in my
The like
flesh sack.
punches, you know?
Your
Yeah.
flesh sack is not that big.
What?
Yeah, it's
Right?
How big is the flesh staff?
I thought it was like basically a coin purse.
Oh, I was imagining like a
bowling
bowling ball type of bowling
No,
ball.
no. You have your Santa sack that you made out of the bed sheets.
Alright, yeah, I'll throw him in the Santa sack.
Oh my god, so many
What do you
Your
have
like
there?
your flowery
It's just like
ornate
ornate
sack.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys all pile through the hole in the wall then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you come out and
How do we-
let me. Only I can move you through walls. Well, Bartimaeus managed.
Whoa.
Maybe just like put it in
Sure, you can do that. Whatever you do, don't do it at the same time as I'm doing it, because it just f's everything up. Okay, you are kind of met with the same sight as Albrecht and Leaf had already seen. There are now scythes in every doorway. In addition, you see smoke billowing out of the room down the hall and to the right, as well as the room to your south. And the smoke does not look healthy. It has like a purplish tint.
You mean from down the stairs?
No, out of the door down there and the door up there, you see just like smoke billowing out.
Alright.
You may recall that there are stoves in those rooms.
Yeah, it's time to leave.
Alright, let's go.
I take another crack at this scythe door going
Okay,
downstairs.
make a dexterity check.
I'm not walking through this ice.
Yeah, let's attach a wall.
Yeah?
I'm diving into this.
Yeah, everyone else to attack the wall, come with me.
I'm going to do a size. So I'm gonna feel confident.
I'm gonna pay for this eventually, but until I do,
Yes.
You can pay for it right now.
No.
You kind of watch the scythe go by, and you think that you have, like, your timing, you think you have time to tumble through. You go for the dive, and it just gashes you across the back as it comes back.
Albrecht, no, what have you done?
classic.
That was the wrong one. Dealing
No,
11
put the
points of
rest on.
slashing damage
Yeah.
as it just, you just yell out in pain, and the, like, blood splatters
So you're
against the
through this
wall.
door?
But you are through, yes.
Yay!
You made it.
How much damage did that do to you?
Worth 11.
Alright,
Okay, yeah.
without thinking about it, Gregor does not worry about the timing, he just runs through after him. in a panic for his friend.
Okay, make a dexterity check with disadvantage.
At least it's in character.
It's in character.
Dexterity.
Athletics.
Acrobatics.
No.
I'll let you roll
Sure,
that.
still
It's
go.
acrobatics.
Not know what is going on here.
It's probably the same roll. Oh no, it is
Yeah,
better.
no,
it's
you,
worse.
you
It's
have
worse.
disadvantage, so you also, you just run through without any regard, and the blade catches your back as you're kind of almost through, dealing 16 points of slashing damage.
Wow, shit.
That hurts a little more.
No, I'm not raging. God damn
Can
it.
we break the wall?
Yeah,
Yes, let's break the wall. But this time, can we like be ready for rats?
What do you define as being ready for rats?
Okay, one of us breaks in the wall, and the other is just like get ready with their weapons to like attack if rats come out.
I want to use this thing.
We should have
for
two
so
people.
many cases for it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've got
I
that.
have
Yeah.
a
have to do it.
hammer
Oh,
and a crowbar.
What? We're trying to be different. Trying to add something people don't have.
Yeah, hammer could help.
The
Did you have a
crowbar would give you, I believe, advantage on the check to
Oh.
break down the wall.
yeah, let's use it.
Okay, let's use
Cool.
crowbar. So I'll use my crowbar, and I'm
Well,
gonna
do it where I'm standing.
try to. We're here?
Where are you standing?
Where are you?
Well, like right here, yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move back. And I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, so each of you basically readies an attack action then, right? For anything that comes out of this wall, other than the people who are smashing it down, or it's just Leaf smashing it down.
That bumble is
Yeah, I think Bongo should.
Leaf, well, she already has advantage on the check, just as an FYI.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay. Okay, Leaf, make an athletics check. Leaf advantage.
So what is the advantage? Is that the second number?
Pick the highest.
Yeah, you pick
So
apart.
if you don't have the copies, then what happens?
It's just the left one. Yeah, you start smashing away at the wall, and you manage to break right through it. Kind of the debris is like shooting out at Gregor, who's standing on the other side. Like all of a sudden, this crowbar is just like coming at you. And again, you see another swarm of rats just kind of pour out of the wall, kind of surrounding Gregor, surrounding Leaf, but you guys, those of you who are on the one side of the wall, have a surprise attack, basically.
Cool.
Wait, which side?
Their side.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't know they had all prepared themselves
right.
to attack. You didn't know any better.
We should just run like down, get out of this house.
So each of you basically just make an attack roll. Yeah, Bungo, you hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah,
Come
okay.
on, you
I'm not even gonna put the token out. I want to see what damage you guys do.
Make sure you're okay.
Yeah, Danny hits. Fraser, you hit.
Ooh, and then also lightning bolt.
Yeah, okay. You guys are ready for these rats. As soon as they come out, you just start like decimating them, chopping them in half, stabbing them, whatever you have access to. You just completely destroy these rats. And now there's a big gaping hole in the wall, on the other side of which you see Gregor and Albrecht looking a little bit surprised.
There's still rats fighting.
No, like you
Oh,
basically
okay.
got them before
Okay.
they managed to do
Alright, so we have a system not to kill them.
Alright,
Good.
I pick up one of the fried ones and I feed it to him.
Barnaby has now had 2 full rats. Just wait till I tell you they're poisonous. And then you guys run down the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bet.
Don't move your characters.
We're gonna just go through the second one.
I just
Well, I need to drag you to the map anyway, so.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
we're making progress. friends. Could have. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
You guys emerge in the bedroom of the nursemaid where you had faced her specter, and where there was the nursery, where you had found the secret stairway up to the attic. You look around, and once again you are in a room whose only doors are replaced with sight. You hear now the thumping of little feet behind the walls, just all around you.
Shit.
You're getting the strong impression that the house does not want you to leave.
Now I gotta go with
All of the windows are bricked up. They were open before, now they're completely bricked up. You cannot see a thing.
How about to my left? Oh, can I see to the sides?
No, completely bricked
Oh,
up.
that's all bricked up.
Yeah. Every opening to the outside world that you can currently see is bricked up.
Is there anything more solid this time around so that we could throw in the doorway? Or
There's the bed. Yeah, I don't know how you get through.
Well, like we use it to stop the side.
It might work. You're welcome to try it. But I mean, if you shove a bed in a doorway, how are you gonna get through?
I was in like winch it. As it's coming down, we throw it.
But a bed is like as wide as the door on its side, right?
Let's attack another wall.
Yeah. I like
Want
this
to?
wall system.
Okay.
I say this one right here.
Alright.
I hope that doesn't go over
What about that
the
chest?
balcony.
What about that chest?
Is
thing?
a balcony there?
Well, there's the flight of stairs. It's kind of a landing out there. I don't know what's what.
Oh, we can use the ropes.
I don't know what's what. What's that?
Well, okay, if we go through there, then there's a passageway there, so we have to go through 2 doors. Something like 2 walls, sorry.
Do we have to go back downstairs to get out?
Yeah. Everything else is bricked up. We gotta go down.
Yeah.
Wait, how do we go downstairs?
We're going
Oh, we're going just to the
We're
first
going
floor.
down.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working our way down.
Leave, throw me that crowbar.
Alright.
Nice, sir. Is that athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, can we all be ready again?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah.
to pile in and
Okay, so you all basically what's happening here is that you're all using your action to prepare a reaction, right? Which is like part of the official combat rules. So each of you readies an attack. That's the plan.
Yes.
Okay.
The one in front of me.
Where are you? You're. I think
He's
you're
under
over top
Bartimaeus.
of this.
I'm over here.
Yeah.
Swear to God, I'm crazy.
Okay.
Alright, try to smash down the wall. Yeah, you have no problem. You bash a couple of times with the crowbar, and the walls are just like this brutal material now. It's almost like all of the years that this house has actually been here are like catching up with it all at once, and you smash right through the wall. And again, you heard it coming from a mile away, just the rats pouring out from like every hole. You guys can all make your attack rolls as you try to swing at them as they come out.
Do I get one?
No, you're busy. You spent your action smashing down the wall. Yeah, all three of you hit so far.
Just to clarify, the first numbers, like I had 22. What is that?
So your hit was 22.
And 7 is.
The 7. Well, the way that roll 20 works is it always rolls advantage / disadvantage. So it always rolls 2 dice for you. It's just to speed things up. But if you don't have advantage or disadvantage, you always just take the one on the left. So the 7 doesn't mean anything.
And then if you click it again, it'll be your.
Yeah, like if you click unarmed strike, it'll say how much damage you did. Meg. You hit.
That's how you do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't even do attack last time. I just did that to hit things. Okay.
Okay, so you guys get, hold on,
I did 6 damage just punching things.
10, 11, 18, are you guys in on this plan? Or?
I mean, yeah, if I'm close enough.
I'm a little too far.
Yeah, I mean,
away.
they come out, like, the thing with swarms in D&D is that they don't really have a confined space the same way that other enemies do. They're kind of flooding all around you guys. So I can say you guys can all take a stab at a couple of rats if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, Cope, you hit. Gregor, rather. Yeah, Albrecht, you start whacking them out of the air as they're leaping at you. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay, so what's the total that we have here?
Of course, I'm using a staff. I hit. I'm trying to throw a fireball. God damn.
Sorry?
Schmancy.
No. 49? 49 damage? I'll take your word for it. Yeah. You guys just managed to, like, skewer the last rat before they have a chance to do anything. It's the problem with such a huge party.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, you guys managed to smash everything.
Let's go.
You all rush through the hole in the wall, and
Don't worry about
Don't worry about him.
and
Nicole looks puzzled, but doesn't say anything.
yeah, so
can't see him from
you see the spiral staircase.
Yeah.
You see the spiral staircase leading down, and you look over the landing, and the suit of armor is still sitting at the bottom, and yeah, you see smoke billowing out of the door to the bathroom that you guys saw before. Smoke is billowing out of there. You guys head downstairs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Schnell, schnell.
You could go check out the smoke.
Wait, wasn't that cool?
I
I just only had to like a skin.
This is not a thing anymore. Yes, that is the exit. You see the doors out of this place before you, and they do not appear to have been replaced with sides.
Yay!
Just run.
However, as you kind of descend around the stairs and you're all running towards the door, you hear a clanging noise behind you. And the suit of armor which you guys had shoved over the balcony, you see it kind of like crack all of its way like back into place, and it immediately takes a swing at Leaf.
Oh no.
Aw, man.
Does it have advantage too? Because
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are all running. You didn't make sure, like, you weren't prepared for it, so it basically gets a surprise attack on you. Hold on. Yeah, so no longer a sprawling mess on the floor. It swings its giant gauntlet at you for 7 to hit, which I assume Leaf nimbly dodges out of the way. Takes a second swing with its other gauntlet for 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Manages to catch you kind of as you sidestep, hits you with the other gauntlet, dealing 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it kind of smashes into your side. Gregor, you get to move first.
Well, I'll attack it.
Bet you will.
I will, I'm actually gonna try and, like, knock it backwards from...
Okay, so you shove action. Sure. Make an athletics check then. Athletics contest, I believe, is. You give it a shove, and you just see it brace its leg behind it and shove right back, and it manages to stay standing.
Alright. You notice Gregor breathe heavily and feel a second wind coming on as he regains 1d10 plus 1 HP as a bonus action. 4. Okay. And he's just gonna chill there. That's it.
Okay, you guys notice the room to your west, the one below you on the map there. There is a scythe swinging back and forth in that doorway, and you see smoke is billowing out from that room as well. And it's starting to kind of, like, it's going up, so it's starting to kind of fill the ceiling. But you get the impression that eventually it would flood the whole house with whatever this gas is. Leaf. Cool. 12 to hit. Unfortunately, you jab your rapier forward and it just kind of slides right off the metal of the armor and doesn't manage to hit a weak spot.
I'm like lightning.
Oh, okay.
Lots of
no
lightning.
need that now.
Yeah.
Nicole, it's your turn.
Well, turn for once. Sweet. How big is this thing?
It's like this tall, like it's a little shorter than Gregor actually.
Is it
like,
bigger than me?
how tall are you?
5'9".
How tall are you, Gregor?
Ooh, I am very, very large.
Like it's about 6.
It's I think I'm 7 feet 10 inches tall.
Okay, so then it's actually quite a bit shorter than Gregor. It's like it's about 6'5".
I'm thinking maybe try like throw it into the scythe, let the scythe just take care of it.
You would have to try to grapple it in order to kind of pull it around.
That's my plan.
You're welcome to try if you'd like to.
So what I have to do?
So you'd run up to it, and it would be a contest basically of your athletics versus its. You would both make an athletics roll, and if he wins, then you. Yeah, you go to grab him, and he just easily shoves your arms off to the side. is you don't even manage to kind of like get very far before he shuts you down. Shuts you down hard.
Can I do anything else? Or,
So that would be your action. You have a bonus action if you would like to do something.
was it a bonus action or is it just?
So each turn you get an action, a bonus action, and a reaction.
Oh, okay.
But like stuff that you can do for your bonus action has to say you can do it as a bonus action. It doesn't like if it's like something that takes an action to do, you can't do it.
Oh, okay. What am I doing? I want to hit it. I don't know.
How flurry of blows does that?
You would
Any
actually
attack?
spend a
Yeah, it's like I have to spend on my keyboard stuff.
Okay, then
use it?
yeah, I mean it's up to you.
No, I'm just gonna. I try my best.
All right, Albrecht.
Would moving allow an attack of opportunity or no?
No, I'd say he's engaged with Nikoa, Leaf, and Gregor right now. You're kind of on the stairs. Like I said, you can still climb.
Sure. I do that. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Yep. Unfortunately, the firebolt hits the armor and just like flies off. Just kind of dissipates soon after hitting. Doesn't seem to have left any mark.
Is there sight in this door?
No, there is not. You want to try to open it?
Oh lord.
It is closed. It's
no,
closed. The door is closed. Sorry, I didn't change the light, but it's closed.
No, that's fine. I'll just hang up there.
Okay. The armor. Roll for great attacks. To be fair. It swings out at Gregor this time.
Come at me, bro.
Sorry?
Come at me, bro.
Having, it's not liking getting shoved around. So, it swings one giant gauntlet at you, and just completely misses. Another critical one. Rolling a lot of those tonight. And the second one's not much better. You mimic what it did to Nikoa, and you kind of like grab its arm and just push it away, completely unharmed.
Hollow man, you have to do better than that.
Bungo, you're up.
Hit its knees.
I'll go attack its knees.
Yeah, you do that, and he just sticks up his arm, and the axe kind of hits it and slides off.
Then I'm going to take another shot.
Okay. Yeah, this time you got a really good blow on your way up with the axe. 5 points of slashing damage. Okay. Fraser.
Can I make a reaction to help Gregor grapple when it's Gregor's turn?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. So you want to
Because I
assist...
know what Gregor is gonna do, like eventually.
How would you assist a grapple?
I would like, he has like his body. I can like hold down some limbs as well,
Like dogpile?
Yeah, it would be like a bunch of people trying to grapple someone.
And then like one was just stab.
I'm just grappling.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
attacking.
Yeah, okay. So you want to set up your reaction to help a grapple. Okay. Yeah, I think we can do that, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Bartimaeus.
I'm going to run up the stairs and jump over and try and stab him.
Okay.
Right here.
You want to like jump over the balcony? And
Yeah,
stab?
I'll do it.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's not too difficult. So you take a swing. Yeah, it's you don't manage to hit your mark. This time it kind of, even though it's kind of engaged, facing away from you, the movement of the fight, you just are managing to strike it. Gregor.
Right. Yeah. I'll try and grapple.
Okay, so you have advantage on this grapple because Fraser's trying to kind of grab his legs at the same time.
Alright. Can't remember what I rolled for that. Strength or athletics?
Athletics. It's a contest. 15. Yeah, it tries to kind of push your arms away again, but Fraser kind of takes it by surprise by grabbing it around kind of the lower half, and as it kind of looks back to see that, you get your giant arms around it and hold it tight. It is now grappled.
You hear some crackling like when you crush a pop can. You squeeze it.
Noted. Leaf.
Oh, hold on a second, that big fudge.
Oh yeah.
You said this west door down here has the sides, right?
Oh, here
Oh
we go.
yes, yeah, that is.
Yeah,
correct.
so I can move half my speed with him grappled.
Yes. Put his hand in there.
Yeah.
That's metal.
yeah, that is true.
I want to try and force him through first. I don't know how you deal with that.
Nicole
I mean,
looks.
it would
Nicole
obviously
looks funny,
be fighting
That's what I
you.
was trying
So
to do.
I mean, normally I think that. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say it's not a contest though, as it desperately tries to push against you.
That's fair.
So make another athletics check. Oh yeah.
Suck it, nerd.
You kind of like push and push, and it's pushing back, and you manage to just kind of like get the armor within the scythe.
Nice.
That was fun.
And being very careful not to fall too far forward.
That's where the natural 20 comes.
Yeah, you see the scythe swing down. And let's do that.
It's like teasing image or something.
It's kind of stuck in the thing. Yeah, it kind of like slides as he's fighting. It kind of impacts, but like the solid metal of the armor, like the blade like stops in the armor, leaving kind of like a little cut. But then it kind of magically swings back up in the direction it came from, and kind of presumably would come back down again later.
Yes.
Now, Leaf, what would you like to do? Oh, you guys never even examined this room.
Nope.
I never got rid of the door. I was like, why can't you see me?
Well, you don't know what's in there.
I am going to hit him with my rapier. I'm gonna go for his eyes.
Alright. Go for the eyes. You don't manage to hit the eyes, but you manage to still get a good blow on kind of its chest area.
Not a very good shot.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Gregor's like holding him bent over into the scythe area, so you'd have to kind of like go up and around to try to hit the eyes.
There's a lot of doubling your weapon. Doubling your
Yeah, dealing 10 points of piercing damage. So you get a really good blow. Your rapier actually manages to get like really into the metal. Nicoa.
So I'm just reading. I can actually do one arm strike with metal on the spot.
Yeah, anytime you have a one-handed weapon,
Yeah.
you can use a bonus action to attack with the other hand. So that includes fists, right? So you punch with one hand, you can punch with the other hand.
So I can pretty much always attack twice with my fists.
As long as you're using your fists, yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I can use my weapon to short, like monk weapons.
As long as they're one-handed. Yeah, like you have a short sword, right? Yeah, you can swing your short sword and that. But last time, the reason why you didn't get... Well, I mean, you could have punched still, I guess, as a bonus action. I just didn't really think about it.
Well, short sword has piercing. So.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a swing with the short sword.
Okay, trying to get in on some of this action, you kind of come around beside Albrecht. You don't manage to hit it though. You're like swinging, but it's too hard with Gregor pushing him through the scythe.
Okay, well then I'll use bonus action against
Okay.
maybe punch.
Punch a suit of armor. Do it.
You don't know what my hands can do.
I believe it. Yeah, you frustrated. Like the sword is just not a precise enough instrument to hit the flailing suit of armor. So you just bring your fist up and you punch the metal.
The fist, well known for being a precise instrument.
Well, I mean, you can maneuver your arm
Gregor's
more
like,
flexibly
what
than
is
a
this?
sword.
All he sees is a fist just coming behind me. He's like, oh shit. So what I do? Do I click the strike?
Yeah, and it'll roll the damage for you.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. You see, so you guys haven't really seen this up close, but now you're all kind of huddled around the suit of armor. See Nikoa kind of like swing his sword and miss, and you just see him bring his offhand up, and he smashes into the side of the armor and leaves like a little dent.
Like a little tent.
You, just to clarify, do you get your bonus on offhand unarmed strikes? Do you know?
I'm just reading it now.
Oh, yeah.
Because it should be without your dexterity, right? So you would just get the d4.
Yeah, that's the extra bonus one, I think. Is
Yeah.
it?
Okay. So do 4 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, so when I use an attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. So for example, it says I can attack with a quarterstaff, and then I can make another unarmed strike as a bonus. Assuming I'm taking
Yeah.
bonus
Does
strike.
that count as like because normally for offhand attacks you don't get your skill bonus added to the damage?
Oh no, I do. You
Oh, okay,
use
you do.
dexterity instead of your strength for the attack and damage rolls of your unarmed strikes.
It looks like it does.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, pretty good hit then.
That's awesome.
You punch this thing pretty hard.
So I'm punch in the face. Can you make it that precise? Punch in the face.
It's hard. He's being pushed through the. It's too
really
risky,
giving it the
man.
business.
You don't want your hand chopped off over this.
I'm like boosting like, oh! That's like one time.
Albrecht.
Firebolt.
A few misses.
Yay!
Yeah, this
Wow.
time you
All
now that
twenties.
it's kind of somewhat incapacitated from the strength of Gregor, you're
Well, he-
able to get a good solid hit.
We've
in.
trained together. He knows how I grapple. He knows the openings.
Yeah, you fire a bolt and it knocks one of his legs clean off.
Yeah!
You see one of the suit of armor's legs just like fly into the room behind.
Does he have disadvantage on his athletics checks now?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Do it.
It tries to escape your grapple. Make an athletics check. Yeah, it fails miserably. You hold it firmly in place.
Just like constricted.
So it tries to swing at you with its giant gauntlet.
Wait, what? He can try and break free and he can attack?
Yes.
Shit. Alright.
15 to hit.
Goddammit.
Rest in peace, Gregor.
Dealing 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he
Ooh.
kind of starts just beating your side.
Noticing that Gregor has the endurance of a stone.
Wow. Kidney shots. Definitely kidney shots.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Now I get 13. I can take no damage.
All right. Bungo.
Good try, dude, man.
I'm gonna take it with my cross.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right. Yeah, there's too much going on. There's too many people in front of you. You are being very careful not to hit your companions, but unfortunately, you also hit the wall as a result. Fraser.
So okay, he is like kind of in the middle of the doorway, right?
Suit of armor.
Like this is where it is. Can I like try a shove action? Can I like kick him into the room?
I'm holding him.
I thought you. Oh, he's still grappled.
He's still
is he not
grappled.
being
I was
put into
pissed
the
because
side?
I resisted 13
Yeah,
points of
but the
damage
side-
when every other
It's
time
not
I
clean.
tried that I resisted
I
like
thought the
4
side's
points.
fine.
And
Yeah,
got
just clean them
my
all.
ass
This place
handed
is
to
not-
me.
Oh, okay, I thought he got out. Okay.
So I know
No, he's not. He's still grappled.
Okay, and that I'll just aim for his helmet.
His helmet is kind of through the doorway.
So wait,
Okay, I'll
you-
just
you
attack
stab
him whenever
at
I
it,
see.
yeah.
Whenever I see.
Yeah, you hit. You
With
hit.
lightning. Well, I guess lightning.
nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, You bring your glaive down with such force that some of the kind of like bottom piece of the torso actually just gets sliced clean off.
No.
And you see them kind of fly back into the room as
So
well.
like, what's left of this pin thing? Taking out one leg, taking out
Well, I
the
mean,
other.
all of it except the one leg, really, and it's kind of some of the bottom of the torso, which has been slashed off. It's kind of like eerie now because you can see inside the armor and there's nothing there.
Any fans of Full Metal Alchemist in the room?
I don't know.
Oh, Albrecht, you could be the character. What's his name?
The Colonel.
Alfred. Oh, yeah, Alfred.
Bartimaeus.
Natural main character.
I'm actually. I'll do vicious mockery and just disengage.
Mock this thing.
Sure, man.
So I'm just gonna go. Hey, Gregor, you found yourself a can opener there. Good luck, Tin Man.
Sure. He makes a wisdom saving throw. Fails it, certainly. Takes 1 point of psychic damage.
Psyche damage.
And then has disadvantage on its next attack. Oh, actually, no, it does not take any psychic damage because it is immune to psychic damage.
Does it still have disadvantage on it?
Yeah, the words cut deep, cut deep to its emotions.
It's empty soul.
And yeah, it.
Vicious.
I'm assuming that there's nothing in Vicious Mockery that says
It has to take damage.
that they have to be have to be able to take psychic damage.
No.
I'm just waiting for like all the YouTube comments in the future. This is like a DM's nightmare. All the YouTube comments in the future about like, you didn't do those rules right.
What's it to say? Suck it, nerds, and real life.
probably tons of that has already happened. Because I make a lot of stuff up on the spot. That's Bartimaeus Gregor. You are holding the armor.
Okay, well I don't need to move.
Sure.
I guess
I
I
mean,
can just. When does the next sword slice happen?
like it'll be this round.
Okay.
It'll be
End of
now.
my turn or something?
So it's still pushing against you, right? So like each turn to hold it into the blade, you're gonna have to make another check.
Can I also attack it while holding it into the blade? Or is that like my action?
I'm gonna say yes this time. Possibly not every time, but it's on one leg. So.
Okay, so I'll attack it and then
Sure.
do that. Okay, well I think it's probably unreasonable for me to use a weapon in this context, so I will use unarmed strike.
Okay. Wow, I am rolling low tonight.
12 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, it's just 4 damage.
4 damage. Yeah. So Gregor, not one to be shown up by a monk, takes his own giant fist and pounds into the side of the armor which he is grappling. You hear kind of a resounding metallic like bong as another dent is left in the side. Yeah, and you hold it there. The scythe comes swinging back down.
If you just stop resisting, it will be over faster.
And as soon as you say that, the scythe chops the thing's helmet right off, and you feel it stop struggling in your arms. And
Good.
you let go of it, and it falls to the ground.
Okay.
The scythe dealt the final blow.
Alright. My sight levels up. It's no double sight.
At this point, the smoke that was billowing out from the room that you were standing in front
Say
of
don't do that.
is now you're starting to breathe it in.
Yeah.
The room is starting to get filled with it.
Look at this.
What do you guys do?
I quickly check this door here for traps
We
with a
could
cursory
open it if
glance.
you want.
I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay, you check the door for traps. Perception check.
I have a question. Can I wear this suit of armor?
Yeah, I should have a question.
It's not big enough for you.
Oh.
Question. Can I take the
I
gauntlets?
feel like you asked that question.
Did I
last
ask it
time.
before?
I think Bungo.
Yeah,
I think
you
Bungo
did.
asked it last
Oh,
time,
yeah.
and it was too big for him.
So, like,
Too small for
you
you.
don't need to fight to get a suit of armor.
Well, now you slice it to bits, pal.
Are you even proficient with armor? Like that'd be heavy armor too.
He's a fighter now.
But fighters multi-class don't get the heavy armor.
Fool. Fool. You're wearing barbaric loincloths.
So,
with this
Zach,
guy.
could
Yes.
could I take gauntlets off this?
I mean, you can take the gauntlets, but you would not be able to wield them.
That's
Even
money.
if they're considered
That's
finesse
money
weapon.
now. He buys
Well, they're not. First of all, they're not considered a finesse weapon. They'd be considered heavy armor, which you're probably not proficient in. And also, they won't fit you. Like they're bigger than you.
Okay.
So I mean, you're welcome to take them for fun if you want them, but you would not be able to use them.
Probably piece of
Okay.
Cool.
Gregor, 24. Yeah, you look at the door, and you do not notice anything that constitutes a trap. You do notice a big old lock, kind of right in the center of the door. You pull on it to open it, and it does not budge.
Does anyone have a key for a lock?
I'll start trying to pick the lock.
Okay, make a thieves'
Someone
tools
has
check.
keys.
Yes.
Oh, I had a key, but I think we
Oh.
used it.
Let's try it.
Does the key not work more than once?
The key was not for this lock. It was used to access the. What was it used to access? Oh, the kids' room.
The kids are
What?
Rose and
Well,
Thorn.
it's creepy.
It could be lazy and have
The same lock.
Same lock.
So are we trying to open this door now?
So Bartimaeus
I don't know.
tried.
I don't know.
Bartimaeus tried to pick the lock, and you. It's just not giving away. You're like frantically trying, and it's not. It doesn't seem to be working. Each of you make a Constitution saving throw as the smoke begins to fill this room.
Suck it, nerds. Why can't you?
What do I
I'm proficient in it, bro.
Constitution. See what happens.
Oh no.
I think I filled that.
Yeah.
You probably got it.
No.
You probably got
Yeah,
it.
you rolled a
Yeah.
15, so.
Okay, Bungo and
That
Fraser.
would suck.
Each of you takes 7 points of poison damage
Oh,
as the
wow.
gas is just filling your lungs. You feel it begin to burn.
How does that affect Bungo? He's so small.
yeah, you should
The
know.
room
it's
is
like-
like the room is.
Is this like poison saving?
It was a poison saving
Not
throw.
happening.
Oh, okay.
That's unusual.
Then
but
only
hey.
you take
Wait, why did it-
7 points of poison damage.
He's a happy little halfling.
And so
I don't think it's
I also have these tools. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
shove
try
Bartimaeus out of the way,
Yeah.
and you get a check. I'll let you make a check this time.
It's breaking the rules.
Why don't you work?
I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to her too.
Okay. It's like it's very rushed. It's very like.
Oh, seeing it's a dating
Like it's
Danny,
clearly
yeah,
not
yeah.
the situation. You're kind of like coughing through your song and everything, but you're like anything. We need to get out of
Sing
here.
it, sing it.
Could I also give her guidance?
Okay, you cast guidance then on Leaf,
Yeah.
so you
Nice.
get an extra 1d4 to add to your check, and an extra 1d6 from
Yeah.
1d6 from
You
inspiration.
better make it.
It's
Check,
basically
do I-
it's
oh,
basically
yeah,
it's
yeah,
basically
yeah.
a dexterity check with proficiency. So you get to add 1d4 and you get to add 1d6.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay,
Nice.
16.
come on.
So clearly your guidance was like,
No!
You you fumble with the lock and you feel like one or two of the tumblers give way and you think you've got it. You're so close, but then you just hear your hand slips and you feel the tumblers lock back down into place and you struggle and it's not opening. Each of you make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Can I do one of the what torture thing that was called?
Nah, man, only
It's
unlocked.
only unlocked doors.
Unlocked doors.
Yeah, I can unlock doors.
No,
No,
only
only
works
only-
on unlocked doors.
Yeah, you can make
Oh.
unlocked doors open or shut,
Touche.
but
right.
these doors are locked. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Great,
What am I missing
I'll
here?
give you seconds.
Yeah, Gregor and Fraser
Oh, damn.
both take 6 points of poison damage. You guys are hacking and coughing as it.
faint. I go unconscious.
Fraser falls to the ground.
Alright, leave, get out of the way.
Bungo, help me with the door.
Yeah, boy, just punch it.
Gregor, let's bust this down.
Take the crowbar from me.
Yeah, take the crowbar.
Yes.
Oh yeah, actually I'm gonna pull out a crowbar myself.
Oh, you have your own
Crowbar?
Screw you, crowbar.
I'll grab the crowbar and we can both go at it.
How many do we have?
You gave it to me, I never gave it back. You can take it
Is
back.
a crowbar
Yeah,
a tool that you can
I
use
will.
once and it's gone?
No,
Or is it
no,
like you
no,
still-
you can keep using a crowbar.
We have so many crowbars, why are we not using
Unless
them?
something happens to it, I guess. Okay, so you take out your crowbar.
Yeah, I'll just hack at it.
And okay, you guys kind of together. I'm gonna say with
Yeah.
advantage for sure. You make an athletics check to try to just break open this door.
Can I try punching it open?
Yeah. Okay. So you jam it into the gap between the two doors, and you start pushing. Gregor starts pushing your back. Like everybody just starts like pushing against you, and the combined force, you just hear like a snap, and the lock on the door. The lock on the door, not any bones. You hear a snap from the door, and the lock breaks off like completely. Like the crowbar was lodged in wherever the lock is, and the wood splinters, and the lock comes right out of the door, and it kind of just swings slightly open on its own.
Nice. Boys.
I'm gonna grab Fraser.
Yes,
Yeah.
grab
I'm
it.
gonna grab his foot.
Yeah, drag him, yeah.
Okay, you guys, you know, Bungo's having trouble moving a creature that's one size larger than him,
Fast.
but
He was only there for like 5 seconds.
so he's trying to pull. Is anybody going to help him?
Oh,
Yeah, Nicole and Bartimaeus also kind of grab parts of Fraser, and you guys begin dragging him out as you're like coughing through the gas that's filling the room. As you kind of head out the door into the entrance hall.
I thought that was a door. This thing over here is A-shaped.
A-shaped looking.
Fireplace.
Fire.
Oh.
That yeah.
I was
That's,
thinking that's
no,
the
it's
exit to the house.
it's like a
I was like,
mantle
wow, we're done.
type thing.
Mm,
Oh no,
You
no.
guys should close the door.
Yeah, you guys.
We broke out.
As you guys get
I go
out
in and grab Burnaby.
of the door, you see that all. So this is the entrance hall, and you recall seeing kind of the lined up portraits of all of the, previous owners of the house. All of them are now staring directly at you as you kind of burst through this door, and there's this. Their appearance has changed. Their faces look hideous and rotted and bony, and they're just like scowling at you, and like you hear like growling noises coming from the portraits. You hear this giant kind of creaking noise from the house behind you, almost as though the house was giving out like a scream of anger. And then you guys just keep running, I assume, for the
Yep.
front door.
Is anybody feeling like Scooby-Doo right now? It's like,
Yeah.
just running
Yes.
through.
You guys burst through the front door, which is open, and oops, grabbed the wrong thing. And emerge outside of the house.
Brilliant.
Don't mind the mimic down there. Yeah, okay, alright, calm down. Just gonna go explore. I'm gonna have to hide everything. As soon as you all are through the door, the big double doors that you slammed out into the portcullis slam behind you with like great force, and the whole house just kind of gives this like shudder, and then like stops and is completely still. You guys take the time to kind of like dust yourselves off and look around, and you have re-emerged in the village of Barovia, and unlike when you came in, the green mist which guided you here is nowhere to be seen. And in fact, as you kind of look up and down the street, you see that there appear to be people living in this village. It's a pretty clear day, but there is thin cloud cover kind of preventing the sun from shining at its fullest. And you burst out of this house and basically find yourself surrounded by a weird but peaceful village.
I want to stabilize this jabroni.
Thank you.
I'm gonna run to the first person I see and ask them like what year it is.
What year is it?
Yeah, like Doc Brown.
We're just in a Jumanji house over here.
Yeah, you have no problem.
the house
Yeah, you guys all get out. You have no problem.
Take a nap.
You kind of look around. You guys are frantic, right? You just burst out of this house. You are all like covered in like soot, and like your clothes are like clearly dirtied, and like you've all been through hell. And so you kind of take the time to make sure that you're legitimately safe after that experience. But it appears that you are, and so Albrecht leans down and stabilizes Fraser, make sure that he's okay. You turn around and look up at the house which you just emerged from, and it looks as though nothing ever happened.
Cool.
So we're going to take a little bit of an earlier break than usual tonight. We're going to do it here. Because it's a really good time, and because you guys now all advance to level 3 as you emerge, you two, you all become level 3 as you exit this house. You can count this as a long rest for restoring your spell slots and so on.
So excited.
Oh shit, yeah.
And all of your things. As you emerge, you would gauge that this is sometime in the morning that you guys have emerged into this village.
Interesting. Sweet.
Do I wake up then if it cancels the long rest?
Yeah, I mean you would after. Yeah. Say you get stabilized, and your life begins restoring to you, and you.
Sweet.
So, question. The proficiency bonus, how does it work? It just says +2 for the level. Like, so does it?
So your proficiency bonus is always is +2. Like, so that means that everything that you're proficient in, you get a +2 bonus to.
Oh, okay.
Except the only reason that matters is because once you reach level 5, I think it turns into +3.
Oh, okay.
So then
So it's
everything
like
you're proficient in is like a bigger. No, you don't keep adding
I wish it
+2.
wasn't adding.
That would be-
pretty sweet.
That would be insane.
Oh, you.
All right. So we'll take
Pretty
a
speedy motherfucker.
10-minute break. So you guys, you come out into the open street, and the town seems to be alive once more. When you guys came, there was not a sound. Every window looked boarded up, and the eerie green mist kind of prevented you from seeing very far. Again, it's kind of a cloudy day, but you look around, and there actually seems to be movement in this town. Not as much as you would expect of a village this size. It's kind of like occasionally, as you look up and down the street, you'll see kind of a glimpse of somebody walk by, or you'll kind of glance around and you'll see a door or a window kind of close or open. It does still kind of exude this sense of dreariness. But it definitely looks very different from when you first arrived. The houses all still kind of look as run down as they did before. This was when you guys arrived. It's brighter now. They're all still kind of curved over, and the cobblestone roads are kind of unkempt and messy. But you do kind of notice looming in the background of the houses a giant stone kind of pillar, and on top what appears to be large castle.
Where is that?
It is to the northwest. You see it.
Oh, is that this thing out here?
No, it is like beyond that. Like it's in the distance.
Okay.
For sure. Each of these tiles on the grid, for your reference, are 40 feet, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. So Bartimaeus, you wanted to accost somebody as they walked by.
Cost the what?
So somebody, yeah. So you see kind of one of the villagers. Kind of walking in the distance, and you just take off. You're just running towards them. They kind of glance towards you slowly, and they don't really react. They just kind of stare at you with like this look of suspicion. You run right up to them, and
I ask what year it is first.
it's like, what year is it?
Yeah.
It is the year 700 and... It's the year 735.
Is that the same year we got here?
It is not. I don't know what number year you got there, but this number is very odd to you, for sure.
What can you tell us of the house we just came from? And I point back towards the house. And then I flashed my deed and said, I'm the new owner.
Make a deception check.
Yes.
See, this is what the bog is.
This is kind of a tall, thin man, kind of balding. He's got kind of 2 patches of hair at the sides, and he's looking at you with kind of just this deep suspicion. You're a tiefling after all. He's not used to seeing your kind, and he's very suspicious. He's like, oh, it's your house, is it? Nobody has entered or left that house in hundreds of years.
Yep, it was passed down to me, and I'm just coming in now. My cousins used to own it. Their great-great-grandparents.
So I see. Well, good day.
You
He turns and just continues walking.
literally cool story.
He comes back like, what did you learn about this?
I share the information, guys. So it's the year 1725.
735.
735.
So you guys are all taken aback by this. It is not a familiar number to you.
What
clearly
year was
wrong.
it when we left?
I don't know. Don't know.
Was it like, was it in the future or the past?
Sorry?
Or were we in the future or the past?
This number is very low, I think, compared to what you would be used to hearing.
Probably like thousands something.
Yeah, probably. I should have done better research on this.
But good enough.
They may just use a different calendar.
This is
Can we go talk to more locals? Like, can we walk around the village?
Let's go find a tavern.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
that is first
Yes.
priority.
I would be very willing to do this as well.
Okay. Which way do you set off? As you
Is there another person around that we could accost?
kind of glancing up and down the street right now, you don't see any movement. Again, for a village this size, it is not exactly bustling.
I say we go to that middle one with the 4 kind of piece, right?
Yeah, head
Yeah,
south
let's head
and
south.
west.
Or
Yeah, right
south,
there.
Yeah.
That one looks like it's
South
centered
first.
for a reason.
Well, we can just head towards the main part of the town.
See what we find.
Okay, you guys head south. So this token, by the way, just represents the entire party.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You guys kind of head down to the crossroads, which is familiar to you, but looks very different in this light, where you had entered the town. And you kind of take in your surroundings, and again, everything looks very drab and dreary, but not quite as dead as it had the night that you arrived. As you look down the way, you do kind of see, especially down towards down towards the center of town where you guys are headed, you see the occasional villager.
All right.
They are wandering around almost mindlessly. None of them have smiles on their faces. They just kind of flitting from one place to the next.
Well, I want to yell at the closest one. You little man, where can I get a beer?
And it is a little man. It's kind of like a short, stout guy with a big mustache.
In that case, you tiny man.
With a thick, bushy mustache, and he just looks at you again with kind of the same evil eye that Bartimaeus received, and he just goes like, and like turns and ignores
Hey,
you.
little man, you will answer me when I speak to you.
He turns he turns around and he's like, "What are you looking for?"
Drink, beer,
Fresh
vodka.
food.
It's like you won't find beer here, but you can get some wine at the tavern down the road.
Yes, how do I
It's
get there?
called Blood on the Vine.
Oh.
Yes, how do we get there?
He just points down the road, and then tries to turn to leave again.
Little man, show us where it is.
Wow, you're really badgering this
He
guy.
he's like looks at you warily, and you see like a bit of fear in his eyes, but
I'm a gigantic man who comes from noble stock now. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck this guy.
yeah, you see kind of like a bit of fear in his eyes, but he like thinks about it for a minute, and he's like, "It's just down the road. You can find it yourself." And he again turns.
Okay, I stop him again. I say, well, 5 copper, change your mind.
Guys, it's got to be
We
just
know
this
the-
way. It can't be that far.
He knows the name of the place.
He
Let's just go find
he kind of like backs away from you and like brushes off his clothes
Oh.
and just turns and like you guys are kind of like surrounding him a bit, but he kind of like finds a way through and just like walks
Fraser,
with
it is okay. We will have many more men to kill later.
He's definitely gone now.
Let's remember this guy in case.
Tiny human, remember, we know where you live.
I start walking in the way at the guy
Okay.
and say, "Guys, come on. Stop pestering the cats people."
Okay, then lead the way, tiny little animal thing.
Gladly.
Animal
So we're going towards Blood on the Vine.
Yeah, you guys are heading down this road basically.
Is there anything notable that we come by when we're walking towards?
Make a perception check to see what you notice.
Sure.
Is it?
It's one of the skills. Nice, yeah.
Oh shit! What?
As you look around at the various kind of buildings that you're passing by, they all look like kind of rundown houses. You notice it's like some of the windows are like not boarded up with wood, but most of them that aren't boarded up have their shades drawn shut. And you notice that many of the houses though look completely abandoned. They're like completely in disrepair. The wood is broken. The windows and doors are boarded up. It looks as though this village is basically like half abandoned at this point.
Okay. Nothing too game changing.
Nope.
Is there any like other people around?
I mean, again, every now and then you see somebody kind of wandering.
Could we, as we're walking past, anyone comes by way, what happened to the village? Like what's happened recently?
Yeah, you kind of approach a couple. There's a woman and a man who are talking to each other, kind of on one corner of the street, kind of at the corner that you guys are approaching right now. And the woman is very tall and kind of looks very like prim and proper. She's wearing like a brooch. And the man is shorter than her, but lean, kind of mustache, goatee, and also kind of balding in the middle. And they look at you very warily as you approach.
Okay.
And you, what do you say?
Could you tell me how many recent events that happened lately in this village?
They just kind of stare at you like they're confused. And after a moment, the woman's like, "What is it that you want?"
I respond by saying, "Do you know who is the owner of this village, or someone wealthy in this village?"
The burgomaster is the officiate in this town. He
Does he
resides in the mansion just down the road. If you have business concerns or something, you can speak to him.
Does he have a name that we can call him by?
His name is Kolyan Indirovich.
Could you tell me anything about the house that let's say I refer to the street that we came from.
I'm sorry, say again?
I ask about the house that we just came from.
She's like, what house? What house? There's lots of houses. Why are you wasting my time?
What about the mill? And I'm looking over at Bartimaeus side eye.
And I show my mill. It's a deed as well.
the deed.
How many deeds do you have?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
she doesn't
Jesus
even look. She's like, she's like, yes, I believe that there's a windmill somewhere to the west of here. It's none of my concern.
Is she trying to back away or something? Like, is she
Well,
still engaged?
she's very interested in getting back to her conversation. The man who is kind of standing beside her is just glaring at you.
Okay.
Clearly we're
Can
top
we-
blocking this joke.
What I was about to say would definitely be a call. Could we invite her for a drink with our party so we can get more information from her? Because she seems to just need
What do
to.
you say? You can just say it.
I'll charm her.
Yeah, I'm looking at Bartimaeus eagerly for like a tag team here.
I'll flash her a smile and just ask if she'd like to come grab a drink with us. And I wink at her.
She just immediately looks down at you and says no.
You don't get to do it personally.
Can think maybe Nicola should give it a try and see what happens. He's got so much information this far.
It's like, I am not in the habit of sharing drinks with strangers.
What makes you think we're strangers?
It's like, I am well aware of every person that dwells within this tiny little village, and
Oh, really?
we don't get too many outsiders of your kind. And she kind of especially looks at Gregor and Bartimaeus and Leaf.
What do you mean, tiny woman?
Can you calm him down? Bartimaeus something. Bartimaeus just
Is that the woman who was speaking?
Yeah, the woman. The woman's been doing all the talking. The man is just looking at all of you.
Man, you should not let your woman speak to others like this.
And
I'd tap your leg and say, "Hey, let's go grab some nails."
Finally, some sense. Let's go, tiny man.
Okay, we thank her for a time and we get on our way.
She does not say you're welcome. You guys continue down the road.
You know, considering I don't have much charisma, I thought that went pretty well.
You guys make it to some manner of kind of what appears to be like a town square. Everything is very in disrepair, though. There's no stand or statue or anything to kind of designate that this is a special place. The only reason that you even figure it's a town square is because many large buildings kind of adjoin it. As you are standing there, you hear the echo of, and it almost gives you a sense of deja vu, because you hear the echo of sobbing coming from the path to your left, just echoing down the street. Just somebody just wailing and crying.
Not
Alright.
again.
I'm actually gonna say drinks.
Have we found the tavern? Is there
Sign.
is there a sign?
Make a perception check. As you kind of glance around the.
Can we all do it so we all have a good chance of finding these guys?
Yeah, we're all just looking for a drink.
We're all thirsty.
Yeah. Okay. You begin circling the square and kind of looking at the buildings, and you. You kind of notice one building on your left as you were coming into the square has a sign over the door creaking on hinges that reads Bildrath's Mercantile. And then as you kind of double around and you kind of go to the building that was on your right as you approach, you kind of see you see some dim light inside, and above the gaping doorway you see a sign hanging precariously askew, almost like it's about to fall off, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Alright, well, I'm just not even going to wait for them. I'm just going to head into Blood on the Vine.
Pork, yeah. I will follow. Just because.
I'll look at Albrecht. What's he doing?
I'm going in the tavern.
I'll follow you in, my friend.
Wow, we're very sheep-like, aren't we?
Well, I have only one shepherd.
I'm going to add some text here so that you guys know. I will change the color. Give me a second. Okay. As you walk in, Leaf, you notice that this once finely appointed tavern looks as though it has grown rather shoddy over the years. There is a blazing fire in the hearth, which kind of gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. A lone man stands behind the bar, mindlessly cleaning glasses. And sitting at a table on one side of the tavern, kind of off to the right, you see three women. Each of them is adorned in very colorful clothing and kind of like a scarf, and they're wearing like a lot of jewelry. They're all like fairly young. They kind of they kind of glance towards you as you enter, but quickly return to their conversation, not taking much notice. In the very back corner of the tavern, you spot a young man sitting by himself, just quietly sipping his wine.
I'm gonna approach the three women and start singing to them.
Yes, Danny! Can we, like, do a backup dance?
Where's your tin flute?
Yeah, I know, I wish. Next time.
Okay. You walk over to them and
What
you
kind of song
just
are you
start
singing?
playing music?
Yeah, no, I'm singing to them and I'm kind of like shaking their hand and checking out their jewelry.
Alright, Tifa.
They do not offer you their hand to shake.
Caress their hair.
They just kind of stare at you as you approach. You begin a little performance.
Yeah.
Okay, make a performance check.
Is that? Oof.
Yeah, they kind of look at each other for a second, kind of let out a little chuckle, and then just go back to talking as though you're not there.
Yikes,
I look over at Bungo and say, "Hey, wingman me."
Because he's cute too.
I'll come over and I'll try and sit on one of the girls' laps.
Perfect. Hey, girl.
Perfect.
You come over and you attempt to do that, and one that you try to do, it just puts up her arm right away and like pushes you back. It's like, excuse me.
Okay, as he's doing that, I'm gonna try and swipe one of their jewels from the pocket.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Thieves better than he plays.
Sorry, I gotta think of something here. You okay, you try to swipe. Oh wait, okay. Yeah, you try to, as Bungo is distracting one of the 3 women that are sitting at this table, you try to make a grab for her jewelry. One of the other women pulls a dagger from her side and slams it into the table right in front of you. And turns to you and says, "I would not do that if I were you."
I bow my head and I skip past, then I hide behind Gregor.
Is there a barkeep or something?
There's a barkeep, yeah, he's mindlessly cleaning glasses behind the counter.
I kind of just laugh to myself about what I just saw happen, whatever that was supposed to be.
Yeah, once they move away, you see the woman kind of pull the dagger out of the table and slip it back out of sight. Like, you're not even sure where she's keeping it.
I'd like to go up to the bar
Okay.
and
Yeah, and these 2 as well.
Yeah.
I think we were already at the.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys went straight to the bar. Well, I mean, you could have too, though. You
yeah, I
didn't go to
did.
the women.
I'm sure I did
Yeah,
too.
I'm
Yeah.
joining them as well.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you 4.
I'm gonna go to the guy in the corner, actually.
Okay.
The guy who's sitting by himself in the corner.
I'd like to order your finest wine with some extra catnip if you have it.
Just realized I forgot to write something down. The
Finest.
cost of the wine.
Finest wine
Aw,
might be a
man.
little ballsy.
I don't think I have much.
It's okay. I say we be mercenaries for a bit.
The
I would play a good bad character.
Yeah, how much is the wine?
the barkeep is kind of the barkeep who's just kind of like he's basically staring off into space. You get a kind of a good look at him now. He's kind of this this kind of like shaggy guy. He's wearing kind of like rough clothing, just standing behind the bar, and like he just has this vacant expression in his eyes as he like cleans the glass. Upon your request, he kind of he puts the glass down, and he's just like, that will be one copper piece for a glass, or 1 silver piece for a pitcher.
Well, you don't have any catnip to infuse into the wine?
He looks really confused.
Alright, I'll take that as a no. The wine will do.
A pitcher for me and a pitcher for my friend.
I'll just have a glass.
In
thank
fact,
you.
2 pitchers for me.
So he collects from you 1 copper piece then, and from you 3 silver pieces.
Mm-hmm.
How many copper pieces are in a gold piece?
10. It's increments of 10 in this universe.
Okay.
So 10 copper to a silver and 10 silver to a gold.
Correct. The only weird one is Electrum. It's 2 to a gold. Don't ask me why they threw that little
And
fun thing in, but
How many was it for a pitcher?
Wait.
it's 1 silver piece for a pitcher.
So I'll pay for
A
yours.
silver.
Zach, can I do a perception
10
check
silver.
on the glass? I want to see how well he cleaned it.
Sure, yeah, make a perception check.
You guys is taking drink before you talk to anyone? Or is this cricket, man?
You examine the glass and it is it's not super clean.
And then she scans, and I point at the glass. I don't know if they care or not, but
9.
I'm just telling you guys, it's not the cleanest place I've seen.
It's not the dirtiest I've seen. Start drinking from my pitcher.
Well, how about you go find another one and let us know when you get that?
Good man, upright, you teach him what is what.
I take out my handkerchief, I grab that glass, and I wipe it myself.
He kind of tracks your movements as you kind of like grab the glass and like bring it back and start cleaning it. But after kind of serving the wine, he just grabs another glass from the dirty pile and starts cleaning it.
I give him back the glass and say, give me some water in this glass.
He's like, very well. Takes the glass, turns around and kind of pours from a pitcher of water into it.
Pitcher's quite dirty.
and then puts it back on the counter.
You're like a hypochondriac or something, or a neat freak.
I guess now.
So, good sir, we are new in town. Can you tell us more about this place?
He just kind of like stares at you for a minute. He's like, "This is the village of Barovia."
Yes, we knew that.
Talkative bunch, yeah.
Tell us, man.
Why don't you show some of the artifacts that we got?
I don't really feel like pulling out like bone knives and stuff, man.
Show. I was gonna say.
Look what I found!
This guy doesn't know anything about like the arcane. He's some dude poured wine.
Yeah, I'm unprepared for my adventure. Where could I go to buy swords and shields and things of this nature? I'm a warrior.
He's like, we don't have an armory in town, but Bildraths across the road have some adventuring supplies.
Yes, where would I find armor? Or in that case, who defends your town in case a large foreigner come to attack you?
He stares at you again, like just very vacantly, like his mind like isn't there, and he's like, we don't have too many strangers here.
Good.
Is there any of that be able to perhaps sell and trade some jewelry?
He again kind of points out the door. He's like, Bildrath's Mercantile is the only shop in town.
Yes. And we heard of this burgomaster earlier. What can you tell? His name is Kalgan Indirovich. What can you tell us about him?
He's just kind of cleaning glasses, and he says, Kolian has been the burgomaster here for many years. He has 2 children. Actually, and he kind of glances over to the man who's sitting in the corner by himself, sipping wine. It's like, that is his son, Ismark the Lesser.
Ooh, interesting.
I kind of hit him, having realization. The Burgermeister was the one who sent the letter we found earlier. He was the one looking for help.
From Bartimaeus.
And the dude who died in the forest.
Oh, dude.
Well, so there was 2 letters,
Yeah.
both signed by the burgomaster. One of which, but they had 2 different handwriting, and one was sealed with a raven crest, and the other with a bee crest.
All right. So I'm gonna pull out the windmill crest and show it to
Yeah, you can
him,
take one of the closest.
and say to him, would this be a letter from this burgomaster? Do you recognize this?
The windmill crest, the
letter with the windmill,
There wasn't one.
or wasn't there one?
There was a
No.
deed to the windmill.
Yeah.
There was 2 letters,
You-
one with a B, one with
So
a
you saw a windmill crest several times throughout the house.
Oh,
You get the sense of this family has something
one
to do
has
with
a
windmills.
B on it,
Yeah, so one of the letters is stamped with a B, like an
and the
ornate.
other one's the raven.
The other one is the crest of a raven.
All right, well, I'll take out the B and say, would this be your burgomaster's?
He looks at it, and then he's like, yes, that is the emblem of Barovia.
I asked him what happened to Irina Koiliana, the daughter of the burgomaster.
What happened to her?
Do you know who she is?
Yes, she is the burgomaster's daughter.
I like this guy.
Straight shooter.
Do you know where we can find her?
Well, her brother's right there. How about we ask him, yeah?
True.
Yes.
I'm sorry, he would know more.
Pick up 2 pictures.
I wouldn't know, sir. She might be at the burgomaster's mansion.
Alright, I'll pick up my 2 pictures and presumably Albrecht his, and we'll walk over to Ismark the Lesser.
I just want to ask one question to the party. Is there a bookstore or a library in this town?
So we've not had any such house in this town for many years.
I want him to point towards the general store again.
I was just about to say, your best bet.
Is there an abandoned bookstore, perhaps?
For anywhere, I would not know, I'm afraid. I don't make it a habit of entering abandoned houses.
Alright, fair enough.
He has a good point.
Can I walk up to him and ask if he's seen any other new travelers or people come through lately?
He, for the first time, he kind of, like, pauses. Like, the whole time he's just been, like, wiping the same glass. First time he kind of pauses and he like, thinks for a moment. It's like, we do occasionally have visitors come through this town. None of them last very long.
Can I ask why?
He's just like, he just shakes his head mournfully. So they perish.
Can you ask
Helpful. But why? Where are we walking away?
Why?
It's like various causes.
I'd like to ask you about that big castle that I saw to the northwest. Can you tell me a bit about that place? Who lives there?
One second.
He kind of looks in the direction that the castle would be. He's like, that's Castle Ravenloft. The devil Strahd resides there.
And I pull up my eye patch and I say to him, "Devil."
Yes, the very curse placed upon this land.
What curse? We haven't heard of such a thing.
Strahd is the curse.
What?
A blight upon the land of Barovia for centuries.
And Strahd is still in the castle?
Strahd comes and goes as he pleases, but that is where he resides.
Have you tried to kill him?
Has anyone tried to kill him?
It's like, I am a simple barkeep. I'm sure that many have tried. He is not normal.
What news
It's
have you
not
heard?
so easy.
What news have you heard lately of this Strahd? Has he
Things-
left his castle?
When cover of night comes, there are sometimes reports of people seeing Strahd, but we tend to go to our homes and stay tightly locked up during the night.
Tell me, does this Strahd take a human form? Or is he different?
It's like, well, I suppose to an average onlooker, he would appear to be human. He is a vampire.
Why didn't you just say that from the start?
Are you at the park?
Yeah,
Still?
I'm at the park.
It's like, you didn't ask.
Are vampires common in this village?
Like, only Strahd and his spawn.
Spawn. What do you mean by spawn?
When a vampire, actually, how much
Loves
would
another
he?
vampire very much.
How much would he? All I know is that Strahd has many servants, people who have also been turned and who obey his orders.
Alright, let's move on to this little guy in the corner there.
Oh, I'm gonna stay.
I like this guy. He's
I'm gonna
warming
stay
up.
at the barkeep and just push him one more time about the servants. And does he have servants in town?
He shrugs and he says, "To be honest, miss, I try to keep out of affairs as much as possible.
No, fair enough.
I work here at the bar, then I go home and then I come back and work at the bar again.
Oh.
There's not much more to my existence than that.
Smart to stay out of Strahd's way. And I get up and walk towards what's his name in the corner.
As you guys kind of begin walking away, you see him just kind of like clink the one glass down on the one side, pick up another glass, and starts cleaning it.
Well, they do their thing.
And staring off into
I'm
space.
gonna stay there and clean each one thoroughly.
So Fraser is like, Fraser, what are you cleaning it with? Just your
My
clothing?
handkerchief.
You have a handkerchief? Yeah, so Fraser stays at the bar, and you see him like picking up glasses and shining them. He doesn't take any, like he's just staring straight ahead, like you're off here, and like he's not even looking at you.
Just keep doing that while they do their thing.
Keeps cleaning
I'll go
glasses.
sit beside Fraser and say, "Barkeep, I have a pitcher of wine."
I walk over to
Yeah.
the man in the corner.
So, that'll be 1 silver piece, please. And gives
Beside
you a
Fraser.
pitcher of wine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nicola, what was that?
No, I'm saying.
No.
I go to the corner as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I feel like we're all kind of going to the corners.
But I don't drink.
While they all go to talk to the son, I'm gonna go and like sit down with those ladies and be like, man, that guy. I'm sorry about him. And I'm just gonna invite myself and pull up a chair. Anyway.
Oh god.
Or they do that.
They don't take kindly to that, no. They kind of give you a dirty look. Their conversation stops, like, as soon as you approach. They don't look at you the same way as, like, the villagers have looked at you, kind of with, like, a wariness and a fear or whatever. They just look at you boldly, like, who do you think you are, kind of thing.
Okay, I'll just sit by the table beside the table beside
Okay.
me.
Would vampires give off magical aura?
No, like, for the purposes of detect magic, I don't think so.
Is there a way to distinguish between a human and a vampire? Like, visually?
Make a...
Yeah, I want to
Make
take
an
a look at
Arcana
these
check.
chicks now. I'm suspicious.
I am curious about, like, how much your character would know of vampires. So
Yeah.
let's make like a either a history or an Arcana check, whichever is higher for you.
Both the same.
Yeah. So you would probably be able to tell a vampire.
Oh, nice.
They even in their best appearance, there are kind of giveaways about them. They tend to be very pale. They have fangs, so if you manage to get them smiling or talking, you would notice that. Especially if they are kind of like thralls, like spawn of another vampire kind of thing. Very ragged in appearance. They would not look like the average person on the street.
Okay, alright, in that case. These chicks probably aren't
They
vampires.
also wouldn't be up during the day.
I just had like serious deja vu
Oh no.
of like this exact conversation.
Spooky.
Yeah, okay, so now that everybody's in the tavern, you would not guess that these women are vampires. They do catch your eye, Bungo.
Hey.
You do not recognize I meant to mention this earlier actually. You do not recognize their faces. You've definitely never met these women before, but the way that they're dressed is kind of familiar. You think back to the night that you were whisked away by some wanderers and ended up waking up in the forest. Their colorful adornment and kind of their like lots of jewelry and everything, they look a lot like the people that you joined their caravan, which led you to this place.
Okay.
It's just something you kind of notice as you pass by. Okay, you guys continue to the man in the corner.
Yeah, we managed. And Gregor will. Alright, well, I'm gonna sit down across from him, put the picture down.
Yeah, he's kind of staring off to the like into the fire, which is kind of like in the back of the tavern. And as you approach, he kind of he looks up at you. He's got like kind of a warm expression on his face. He's a young man, but he has like grayish hair that almost suggests that he's older. It's kind of long and wavy and unkempt. Frames his narrow face with kind of a friendly but determined look. He's dressed in kind of dark leather clothing. Much kind of a little bit nicer looking than the other villagers that you certainly nicer than the barkeep, and kind of nicer than the other villagers that you had encountered in the streets. He as he sees you, he smiles and he says, more strangers to Barovia, I see. Please have a seat. And he motions to the seats around the table.
Why, thank you. Is Mark, I presume?
He's like, yes. My name is Ismark Kolyanovich.
I am Albrecht, Duke of Ryland, and this is my, I guess, bodyguard, Gregor. Associate Gregor.
Yes, hello.
It's like, it's a pleasure to meet you both.
We have received a letter from your, I think it was father, right? Yeah, your father, we believe. We have come into possession of with dire news about your sister.
He's a little taken aback. He looks at you, confused, and he's like, "A letter from my father," you said. When did you receive this letter?
We recently have come to Barovia, not of our own will, and we found it on a body in the woods. It was addressed to no one in particular. But it was signed by Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster.
He's like, may I see the letter?
I have.
Leave!
I have all of them, I think. Yeah.
He's throwing like that. May I see that letter that we found in the woods, please?
Alright, I'm gonna just take that as an invitation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit at the table.
Sure, yeah. He looks a little surprised to see a cat lady sitting across from him. You can tell that he's probably never seen one of your kind before, actually. He doesn't do the rudeness of saying anything, but you can just tell by the surprise that he has never seen a tabaxi in his life. He takes the letter. You're offering him the letter? Or...
Well, first I'm gonna stick on my paw
Oh.
and say it's fine. I don't bite.
And he's like, "Oh, well, of course." He extends his hand and shakes your paw. And he's like, "You are traveling with these gentlemen, then?"
Apparently I am. We all wound up together by some mysterious fate. But we think that maybe these letters that my friends here told you about might give us some clues. Which letter did you tell me about?
The one about Irina Kolyana.
From the guy in the woods?
Yeah.
Alright, so I pull out that letter and slide it across the table.
Cool. So the one you got from the guy in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. You slide the letter across the table. He picks it up, and he's like, "Well, this is my father's handwriting." He scans it over. He says, I had no idea that my father had sent this. And you say it was this letter that brought you here?"
Well,
We only found this once we were already in Barovia. We're actually not quite sure how we were brought here. Strange circumstances.
He kind of nods understandingly, and a grave expression comes over his face, and he says, "So, you have been drawn here." He sits back in his chair. It's kind of like, Strahd occasionally brings outsiders to his domain as playthings. He gets bored of his own subjects in Barovia and enjoys a challenge. We've had several strangers come through this village over the years. Not one of them has lived to tell the tale.
And this Strahd, and I'm gonna pull out that letter from the library and show him the crest that was on it. This would be from him.
It's like, yes, that is the crest of Ravenloft.
Does that make sense?
You can, yes, it's, you can see the image of the raven in the.
I'm just confirming, okay?
I didn't actually make that connection until now, so. Well, I don't think we knew it was called Ravenloft less than a minute ago, anyway.
I've heard of this Ravenloft before.
Oh.
Tell me, what do you know of it?
All I know is that castle is the dwelling place of that devil Strahd. He's a curse placed on this land because of some forgotten sin that our people committed long ago.
And who dwelled in that castle prior to this curse?
It's like I could not tell you. He is feasted on the blood of Barovians for centuries. Long before I came into existence, long before anybody from my family. I doubt there's very many people in this village who could tell you how this place came to be. All we know is that none are able to escape.
I was just about to ask that.
You have seen the fog.
Yeah.
That lies around the borders of this land. Any person who has ever tried to leave chokes on the fog, and if they don't turn back immediately, they perish where they stand. Many strangers I have watched come and refuse to accept their fate. They attempt to go the way they came and never return.
Maybe they left. Maybe they were able to leave if they didn't come back.
Their bodies litter the outskirts of this land. Does not. They do not make it far before they fall.
Are there any scholars in towns that would know more about this curse?
He thinks about it for a moment and he's like, there is no learned person in this town that I have ever encountered. Probably the wisest man I knew was my father, Collian, the burgomaster. Sadly, he has passed away. He says that last part kind of in hushed tones. He kind of gets really quiet and he's like, I have not yet told the people of this village that the burgomaster has passed away. I must confess I am afraid of what that means for me and my sister, Irina.
What?
And what would that mean?
It's like, I suppose that the responsibility of ruling over this town would fall into my lap. But I simply cannot take over that responsibility until I know that Irina is safe. You see, for some reason, Strahd has taken a special interest in my sister. I cannot tell you why, I do not know, but twice he has feasted on her blood. Charmed his way into our house and had his way with her. Night upon night, there have been attacks on our doors. And the minions of Strahd have come at us relentlessly, telling us to surrender her to him. I fear that as long as she stays here in Barovia under the shadow of Castle Ravenloft, she will not be safe. With my father gone, I just worry. The strain of the attacks, the stress of Strahd's relentless pursuit was too much for his old heart. He passed away the other night during one of them.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is Mark. Where is your sister now?
I believe that she's in my father's mansion, tending to my father's body. We've constructed a small coffin, and we intend to take him to the church and have him properly buried.
Very well. So perhaps we should help, should accompany them. It seems that perhaps this arena is the key to us getting home.
Yes. If only we had some additional equipment to help us.
Oh yeah, we do that too.
Ismark. You look like a man who has access to a great armory, perhaps, in your home. Help out. Maybe you could better equip me and my associate.
He Sorry, 1 second. He looks at you and he kind of shakes his head and he's like, I'm afraid that we have scant few weapons. With no armory in this town, no way to acquire more. I'm afraid that all I have is my own personal weapons, which I have been training with. And Irina is defended with a sword that she is quite adept at wielding herself. Besides that, I'm afraid we have nothing to offer.
Very well. We are going to go to the shop, and as you can see, my friend here came very unprepared for this adventure. And then we would like to accompany you back to your house to meet Irina, if that is all right.
He looks you up and down. You're still at the bar, right? And you're there at the table?
Yeah.
No, you're at the bar too.
I'm
You two are at the
so
bar.
pretty sure.
Bartimaeus,
in the corner with
you're in
the
the corner.
star.
So it's you four right now.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes kind of widen, and he looks kind of as happy as he has since you guys arrived. And he's like, "You would be willing to help us get Irina to safety?"
As far as I can tell, that is our only chance of getting home as well. So if we help you, we help ourselves.
Is there like a personality test that you can do, like whether you trust this guy?
Yeah, you can make an insight check. Are you at the table as well?
Yeah,
Where?
I was there.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I was
you
there.
five were there then. It's for Bungo and
I'm
Fraser
not
at
like
the
in the
bar.
conversation. I'm just kind of like
standing off the side, but you're listening. Sure. Yeah. So you make an insight check to basically see if you can tell if he's being honest with you.
I'm just saying, vampires, lurking, spawn. This could be a huge trap for us to go to his lair, and him and his sister feast on us.
Yeah. So you are kind of you're taking in. You've been quietly kind of off to the side, taking in all that he's saying and watching him as he speaks.
But at the same time, I'm also going to give a glance to Bartimaeus to be like, do you trust him as well? And I want him to do maybe a charisma, like a check. Maybe talk
So you can make it with advantage. You want him to do something else?
Yeah, like I want to almost hint him that can you do like a check because I feel like he'd have more success tonight.
Okay. Which of you has a higher insight score?
Probably
2.
Yours is 2. What's yours?
Mine's 3.
Okay.
There you go, bud.
So you make the insight check, but you'll have it with advantage as kind of you and Bartimaeus both
Okay. How do I
try to
do
get a
advantage?
read on this. It'll do it automatically.
Okay.
They're both exactly the same number. This man does not appear to be lying to you. He's he seems earnestly excited at the idea that somebody might be willing to help him. You get the impression that he's been waiting for somebody who he could reliably ask for help from. He leans back and he says, there is a fortified village to the far west of here, northwest, named Valaki. And I believe that if we could take Irina there, that she would be safe. But it is a long journey, and I know that I could not take her by myself. I have been training in the combative arts, in some pipe dream that one day I might be able to slay the devil Strahd myself, but I am not yet a master by any means, and you look like capable adventurers. I would be very grateful for your assistance if you would be willing. I cannot promise you understand that this is your ticket out of Barovia. I have not heard of anybody ever leaving Barovia. But nonetheless, if you are willing to try, I would be grateful for your help.
What do you think? Kind of like turn to everybody.
How many days travel is it to Valaki?
It would be several days' journey, certainly. I cannot tell you exactly. I know where it is, but I've never made the journey myself. I was born and raised in this village.
Are these women here from Valaki?
He's like, no, they're the owners of this tavern, actually. They are of the Vistani people, I believe.
What does that mean?
It's like they are wanderers. You occasionally see their caravans passing through here. They often trade with Bildrath down at the Mercantile. Colorful people, very playful. Some would even say lazy. But
yeah, we have similar type of people where I'm from. We call them gypsies.
It's like,
Clearly.
that's very interesting.
Seems that way.
It's like I've never really shared too many words with them, but those three women in particular are the owners of this establishment which we sit in right now.
Oh, interesting.
I asked
Suddenly, could they give us an intro to these three?
It's like I don't know if you've noticed this yet, as you've traveled through our village, but people here are not too keen on outsiders.
They will be keen on Gregor. Get up immediately.
Again,
kind of.
I just want to point out, you're probably naked.
They will be
As
very
you're
keen.
burning off
I don't know how fire works in that regard, actually.
Does it? What?
I mean,
Would
you
you
have like the
wear a
charred
waistcoat?
remains. No, I'm gonna say you have the charred
So my
remains of
stupid,
your.
like, rich people clothes that I spent all those gold on? Damn it.
I mean, you got lit on fire. I don't know what you expected. I was not gonna say that they burn away completely, but like they had fire damage on them
Yeah.
for sure.
Ragged.
Alright.
You guys all look
Ragged.
super ragged.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
fair.
have all been through hell. You've been like touching like dead things.
Well, I was
like
wrestling with a corpse monster.
yeah, exactly. You're wrestling with a corpse
That
monster.
smelled pretty bad.
All of you. I mean, you've been airing out for a while, so the smell is perhaps not so bad. But all of you definitely look worse for wear.
Yes, well, I go fresh it
But-
up and then
But
discuss.
Ismark, he doesn't seem to take much notice, especially knowing that you guys came from somewhere else. You were lured to this place somehow. He just assumes that whatever's causing your ragged appearance is a part of that.
Came from a garbage monster.
He says the Vistani are a friendly people generally, but they don't really open up unless you have an in.
I will make an opening and then go into it.
Yeah, he kind
Paul
of
looks up at
he
Gregor.
grins at you, kind of like shakes his head, and he's like, "You're welcome to try, my friend."
Oh.
Anyway, I get up. I want to walk over to them, holding my 2 pitchers of wine. Hello.
Well, before you do that,
Okay.
so as soon as I would have realized that I recognized these
Yep.
people, I would have went over and talked to them. So I don't know if that would have been like before.
Okay, so we'll take a pause
Yeah.
before Gregor gets up. So you kind of so we'll meanwhile this we'll jump back in time a bit. You realize that these people appear to be adorned like women that you had seen with that caravan, and you walk over to them.
So I'd be like, "Hey, Fraser, I think I recognize these people. Do you want to?"
Yeah,
Go
sure.
chat
I'll
with
go
him?
along with you.
Alright, so I'll go up to them and say, "Hey, have we met before?"
They kind of stop their conversation, and each of them has kind of just like one glass of wine, and they're just sipping it slowly and talking. They turn.
Down my picture.
What? Okay, yeah. You slam down your picture in some kind of display of strength, and they look at you and they're like, "We most certainly have not."
Do you maybe know people that have similar tastes in clothes or look similar to you? Because I'd swear we may have met at some point recently.
They kind of look at each other and look back at you. You're just like, What do you mean, same taste in clothes?
A few days. Would that have been like last night? A few days ago?
It'd probably be. I mean, you guys are in a dark house. Your passage of time is a little fuzzy, but you figure that it was at least a couple days ago now.
So at least a couple of days ago now, I met up with this caravan of people, and they seem to be of similar taste and character of you people, of you ladies.
You people.
Oh, Bungo. Bungling away.
They all kind of lean in, and they kind of do one of these, and they're all whispering to each other for a second, and then finally one of them turns to you and says, "Do you mean that you have encountered other Vistani before?"
I'm not too sure what they were, but they may have been this Vistani. Can you tell me more about them?
He's like, "The Vistani are our people. Wanderers. Merchants."
Yeah, that sounds exactly like them. They were definitely wanderers, merchants. They were outside of the city that I was at, having a campfire and just hanging around.
She leans forward and she kind of looks. She looks a little more interested now than she did before. She says, "Tell me, how were you brought to this land?"
To tell you the truth, I'm not too sure. I was with possibly these Vistani people. I was there to have a good drink with them and preach.
She kind of like looks a little confused, but she lets you go on.
And then I took a nap in one of their caravans, and then next thing I knew, I was awoken in this wooded area. And that's really the last time I saw them. And that's how I think I may have gotten here.
They kind of giggle a little bit at you, and another one of them says, "What was the name? What was the name of the leader of the group that you were with?"
I hum and haw for a while. A long while.
Should be in your journal on Roll20, by the way. I can bring it up actually.
Standing here?
Yep, Standing.
Yeah.
That's
I think it was
it.
standing here.
As soon as you say the name, they all let out a bit of a laugh, and they clearly know more than they're letting on, And they're not even hiding that fact. Like they're laughing at you, basically. They kind of one of them kind of motions to the like just generally around the tavern, and is like, "Well, welcome to Barovia." And the other two kind of snicker, and then she leans forward, kind of down towards you, and says, "Tell me, have you had your fortune read by Madame Eva yet?"
I have not, but that is definitely somebody that I want to meet.
Yes, you should seek her out. She will reveal much to you.
Where could I find this Madame Eva?
Oh, she is around. You will come across her in your travels in this land.
She's in Barovia?
Yes, not the village of Barovia, but the lands. You will find her.
Okay, I'm kind of confused, but okay.
It's like, well then, if that is all, we will return to our drinks. Yes.
I suppose so.
At which point, you kind of leave them alone just in time for Grigor to stand up, and you come marching over to you.
Yes. Oh boy. Hello.
They ignore you.
Hello.
They one of them like you see them kind of like sigh, and then one of them like turns towards you and is like, "Yes, what can we do for you?"
I'm so sorry to disturb you while you're
Yes,
having this,
sure you are.
But
Kindly skip to the point.
oh, no need to be so hasty, my dear. My friends here, I see they were bothering you. This is not really my friends. Only one is my friend. Him over there talking to, of course, the son of the great burgomaster Ismark. We were very interested.
They laugh as you say that. They're like, yes, Ismark the Lesser.
He's lesser now, but soon enough. He may be greater.
They kind of like give you one of these and just like, okay, whatever.
May I join you at your table?
It's like, actually, we were just about to leave.
May I join you where you're going?
No.
In that case, may I just say, you look like women of good taste and appreciation for fine quality items, and this town does not seem like it has offerings in keeping with your high tastes.
They look back at you and one of them pipes up and says, yes, that may be true, but you look like a brute. And
Yes,
you
yes,
fit in
yes,
just
yes,
fine
yes,
here.
Oh, shucks!
Appearances may be deceiving, my darling. Things which may seem unimpressive at first, with the right conversation and the right atmosphere, can seem very appealing.
Yes, well, I suppose this is neither the right conversation nor the right atmosphere.
Yes, yet, my dear, yet. My point is only that my friend and I, we come from noble upbringing. I show her the ring on my finger. Clothing may be temporary, rings are forever, darling. And I think my friend and I, we have some...
They all like look down at their hands, on which you see like 50 rings each.
Yes,
Like...
yes. And my point is only that we be able to offer you some items of interest which you may be interested in purchasing. And that I don't think the rest of the people in town will be very interested in this.
For the first time, they look like they're kind of seriously thinking.
Yes. No, don't enter yet. Don't enter yet. I'm going to get a room in your fine establishment here. It's very beautiful, by the way. One is excellent. and my friend and I, we're going to get a room. We're going to relax. We're going to have a shower. We're going to find some new clothes. We're very worn out. We're athletes, adventurers. We're busy fighting many monsters and... we're tired. We need some time. But maybe tomorrow you come back and then give me your answer. Not answer yet.
Oh my god.
They like one of them like just does the most like obvious eye roll of all time. The other two just kind of like stare at you. Finally, one of them is like, we'll be here tomorrow if you would like to show us what you have.
Oh, I think it's something you'll want to see. Yes.
Very well.
I don't know if I want to know what's going on.
It's not my dick. It's the thing you're trying to sell, the 800 gold thing. Because like, God knows, shitty McMercantile isn't gonna buy an 800 GP thing.
Probably gonna show him the ball bag, you know.
Yeah.
The ball bag, whatever.
Have you seen this?
A little bit of a flesh sack.
I swear it's not nice.
Anyway, yes, good. Then I will look forward with anticipation to seeing you tomorrow. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening. They all actually, as you kind of turn to go away, they all rise. Their wine glasses basically empty, and they kind of one by one stroll out of the door of the tavern.
So,
By this time, so it's like afternoon. Just because I said it was morning before, but you guys have been wandering for a bit.
Maybe we should get the room clean up and then go to the mercantile across the street. What do you think?
Oh, sounds like a good plan, yeah.
come sit down. Let's talk, and I'll go over to an open table and put my drink down and sit. And I'll tell everybody to come sit down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Alright.
Are you inviting Ismark over as well?
Nah, I think we should deliver.
Just the
don't
friends
these
here.
guys.
So as you guys get up, he's like, where are you going?
Yeah, I wasn't getting up. I'm like,
Team
we're already in the
session.
corner. Why don't you come here, Bungo?
Oh, you're also like over.
He went
Everybody
to go talk to
except
the
for
chick.
Standing
everybody
by the
except for
chicks.
Gregor, who came over to talk to the ladies, are all still sitting with Ismark.
Oh, okay.
You're legit stealing the party.
I knew that.
I do that.
He's trying to strategize here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wave everybody over to my table.
Okay.
Nicole will fall. He's just kind of blending in with everyone, listen to everyone's conversations. But
Yeah.
he wants to kind of figure out what's going on. So
Alright, well,
Just,
gonna go talk to
I'm
Bungo.
intrigued. I'll get up and
just,
go.
excuse me for a minute, Ismark. My friend Bungo is an eccentric one. I will be back.
So go on. Yes. I'll be here for a short while longer. I would happily escort you to my father's mansion to meet Irina when you are available. It looks as though you guys could use some time to freshen up and prepare. But come seek me out. I will be here when you need to go to the mansion.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess we'll all meet.
And
at the
as you kind of get up and walk over towards Bungo, he's like, and you really should come get me before going there, or Irina will not let you in.
all right.
This guy's an outcast.
Do you want to get the room here?
100%.
Do you want to sell some of the items we found in the house to these three women who own the tavern? Perhaps?
Well, where did they go?
They left. We'd have to talk to them tomorrow.
Well, perhaps we go get some supplies that you need today, freshen up, and then follow Ismark here back to his manor.
Yes.
But first, Bungo has something to tell us, apparently.
Very good. Little tiny animal thing. What is it?
So, I'm pretty sure I've met those ladies' people, or their friends before. I was talking to them, and they told me about this Madame Ava that I've heard about before as well. I don't know where she is or where we're going to find her, but she seems important. We need to find her. She might have some sort of idea of what's going on here.
Okay.
Well, where do we find her?
I asked those ladies, and they just kind of laughed at me.
Maybe she find us.
Yeah, that's what they kind of said. She'll find us, or we'll see her around in the land of Barovia.
Well, I think that we've signed up for a journey, so
I say we go to Ismark's house and hope we get some new clothes and a clean shower to be ready for our next journey.
I don't know if he
Can't
offered
stand.
that.
No, I don't know. I don't know about clothes, but at least I would like backpack that beats Santa sack. So, Albrecht, let us go to the mercantile, and any of you, please, welcome to come.
Yep.
I'll come along.
Yeah, I'll come along for the
Sounds like a plan.
snoop around.
Before we clean up, we may as well get new clothes.
Chug my other jug, and
You know,
chug the jug.
I really gotta start keeping track of alcohol consumption.
I'm 7 foot. I'm half a ton.
I know. I think about it. I think about it every time you guys go drinking in game. But like, I wonder if I should see
And then
if they get drunk.
disadvantage and things.
Yeah, there is there's rules for it,
Is there?
but I don't remember off the top of my head. It's basically a type of poisoning. You get disadvantage on stuff. Basically. Anyways, so you guys, who's going? Who's staying?
We're going.
Yeah, I think we're all going.
Everybody's going? Okay, so you all kind of rise at once. I mean, you've had to kind of shove a couple of tables together just to sit you all around it in this tavern, because you are a massive group. You all stand up together and kind of make your way out the door into the town square. Okay, as you exit the tavern, the town is as quiet as it was when you entered. It's kind of the early afternoon now, early to mid afternoon you would gauge, and there is nobody wandering the town square. But you do see smoke coming from the chimney of the building that you know as Bildrath's Mercantile. So you presume that it is open. You all heads right there, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's across the street.
Yeah, you kind of see as you approach that the windows are kind of dressed with heavy curtains that are drawn, so that it's no light is entering the building. As you step in the door, you see kind of a very it's all lit by lantern light because he's drawn kind of curtains over the windows, the owner, and it's all kind of very dingy, but you see shelves lined with interesting things. The shop seems well stocked. The kind of the main area of the shop is about basically a 40-foot square, and you see kind of a door leading to what you presume is some kind of stock area or something. As you enter, the door pushes a little bell that's positioned above the opening, and you hear it kind of ring as you go. And a man emerges from the stockroom. An older gentleman, kind of with a perpetual pout on his face, and wearing kind of a black robe with a black hood. You can kind of see wisps of gray hair coming from underneath, and he has this very intense look on his face. And he speaks with kind of a bit of a gravelly voice as he greets you, saying, you see, adventurers, what can I get for ye?
So what else does he have here? Just anything that's in the...
As you glance around the shop, you only really see what's out on shelves, but you can also see kind of cases. There's stuff behind the counter and whatever, but you see kind of lots of vials and cases and everything. Most of the things that you're used to seeing in adventurer shops are present here. From a meta standpoint, it is everything from the adventuring gear table that is 25 GP or less.
Yeah, just good old Barthen.
Very similar
Classic
to
Barthen.
Barthen. As he kind of makes his way behind the counter and kind of sets his arms down on the counter, and he begins to size you guys up, and he's like, outsiders, eh?
Yes, little man. We are from far away. My friend and I We were out hunting, and suddenly we're here. I don't know what happened exactly. It's not for me to be concerned with. But I do know that I'm very naked and very unprepared. So you're going to help me.
Sounds like you're off to a great start.
Yes, it's the start of many great stories. Yes. So, Meta, can I buy a chest and strap it to myself? It's like a huge backpack. Because I'm thinking like a regular backpack is going to be like
The glove complete.
yeah, like a little
It's
like
a
a
fanny
fanny
pack,
pack. That's
yeah.
What's a fanny pack? What do you
It's
want?
like no, I don't want a fanny pack. I want a man-sized backpack, which is to say a chest. Someone
I
my
mean-
size.
Yeah, you'd be
It's kinda
unnecessarily encumbering yourself, I think.
Nah, my carrying capacity is ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, that's an unwieldy thing to have on your back while fighting, for example.
You think so, right?
He's
You know,
under-
whereas
yeah.
a bag can flex and move, a
Uh.
chest that is tied to you is going to get in the way for sure. I would
I
imagine.
Well,
don't
can I buy
understand how
multiple
that's any
backpacks?
better than your Santa.
Sorry.
Can I buy multiple backpacks?
Why do you want to store so much?
You are. Yeah, I mean, I would say that you could.
I could probably wear 4.
Yeah, I mean,
She
you
can
could
wear
probably.
1.
You could hang. You could hang them from yourself, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. 4
Sure.
backpacks it is. Alright, shopkeep to begin. 4 backpacks.
Okay, so he. You just pull. They're kind of like hanging on a rack off to the side of the counter. You pull 4 of them. There's only 4 there. You pull all 4 of them. You kind of put them down on the counter and say 4 backpacks. And he looks at you weird, and he's like, for you and your companions, right?
No. For me.
He's like, oh, well, all right then. He pulls out an abacus and starts doing some.
I would not start the math yet, little man. Do we need to like go through the whole buying stuff, or should I just buy a bunch of shit that I want and then do that, or do you want to RP it? What do you do? Or is that up to the party? No.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can just list off the things you want to buy if you want, and then I will tell you the price.
Okay. Does anyone else need anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna need shit.
Can I inquire if he has any finesse weapons or gauntlets? Something that I can enhance unarmed stuff?
He kind of like motions around. He's like, "Does this place look like an armory to you?"
Hey. I just back away because I'm not impressed.
Hey, stop harassing this poor seller, little prisoner man. I'll take a 2 bedrolls.
Somebody with respect.
That's right. I understand a man of business. I myself am a man of business.
Is that so?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
What is your business exactly?
Yeah.
I imagine it's not getting on so well with you here in Barovia.
No. My business is keeping his business moving well.
That's good. That's perfect.
Anything that he needs, I provide. And anyone who stops him, I kill. Anyway, 2 bedroll, my friend. It will be big enough for me. Do you have larger bedroll? Much larger.
It's like I could sell you 2 of them. You could just lay them side by side.
Yes, we'll do this. What?
No, it's good. Don't worry.
Okay. Jesus.
Does anyone else need anything? I'll go.
I don't know why, man.
While they're looking around, I'm gonna sort of stealthily. I don't really want too many people to see it, but while they're all distracted, I'm gonna go up to the counter and just show him a pendant I've been carrying and say, "You wouldn't happen to have anything that would fit in this hole here?"
He takes it from you and he's like, this is a nice piece you got here. You're not interested in selling this, huh?
Oh no, I'm just interested in finding a stone that will fit.
It's like I don't really sell precious stones here, so sorry. Gives it back to you.
What's that
Hey.
in from? Or?
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just asking. Yeah, it's fine.
Yes,
Yes,
I also
please,
need
later.
2 pairs of fine clothing. I went through one already, then will not make that mistake. 2 sets, please.
All right.
Do you have like money?
Yeah, dog, I'm pretty wealthy.
The assumption is that. So okay, so for selling
I'm learning so
things,
much from
so
those
for
guys.
selling things, actually, I should outline this
I'm a simple
for
guy.
the new players. For selling things in this game, basically the way that it works is when you get something that I give you a gold value for it. I can basically assume that the next time you're in town, you sell it, and you get that gold. Assuming that you at least know where a shop is. You now know where a shop is. We can skip the whole bartering thing and just say that you sold him all of the stuff that's worth stuff for money. But it's your choice. You can either hold on to the object or you can take the gold value, just basically turn it into gold for yourself. So all the things that you acquired within Death House, you can now basically treat as sold to this merchant if you wish. As Bartimaeus opens up his sack to look at the things, because he recalls that he had taken some silverware and things from the house. He pulls them back out. He's excited. He's like, finally gonna make some money. He pulls them all out, and they have completely tarnished and are like moldy and rotten. Like all of the things that you took from that dining room have just look like they've aged hundreds of years, like in your bag.
Jeez.
Absolutely worthless now.
How's that necklace?
The necklace appears to be fine.
Fuck yeah, I sell it.
How about my strange book?
How much was that?
Your strange book
We split that?
appears to
Yeah,
be
sure, no, I'll give you a bunch.
more like withered.
Yeah.
50,
And it definitely looks as though it's aged a lot, but it's well preserved. You could still read it if you're delicate with it.
How much is it worth? Is it worth anything?
No,
It's not a bad idea.
I mean it's some false book of rituals, right? It's like
Okay.
that are like obscure and they're for like
I'll let
an
you carry
evil
the
cult.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to find a very specific kind of buyer to sell something like that.
And leave it on his counter.
He's like, "What are you just leaving your garbage here?"
It's not garbage.
Hey,
He's like, I don't want this stinking book."
listen, little man, we're doing lots of business with you. You at least throw away book.
He kind of like gives you the cut eye, but he takes it.
I
And,
walk
like-
closer to him so he must look like this to give me
Yeah,
cut
right,
eye.
gives you the cut eye. He doesn't seem overly intimidated. He takes the book and he kind of shoves it. Well, I mean, all you do is walk closer to him.
I'm
Your mere presence, like there are some that would certainly be intimidated by your mere presence, but not
This-
everybody.
Okay,
Not everybody's personality is such that just seeing a big person scares them.
fair enough. I'd also like to buy a sledgehammer. And
What? You can buy sledgehammers, but they won't have gauntlets?
It's not an armor.
let's want to
Is
split
it a
the cost of
sledgehammer
the
or
flask
weapon?
of holy water.
A sledgehammer
Should
is
be
a
two.
tool. It's not a weapon. Sorry, say again.
I was asking Albrecht if he wanted to split the cost of holy water, or we should buy two.
They have everything is
I
under
can-
25.
I can make holy water.
Oh, you can
Oh,
make it.
okay.
If you,
Thank
well, how much is
you.
holy water?
It's a lot. 25.
Oh, I need 25
Okay,
gold.
I can probably
worth of
find this
silver
right in
to
the
make
thing.
it.
It's
Yeah,
So you need 25 gold.
Okay, so
Okay, let's just buy one
Here.
flask between
here,
us.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So is this where is it? Venture gun?
And I'd like to buy
that's
manacles.
Are you keeping track of all this? I
I'm
hope.
writing all the things down. I
Okay.
thought were you doing the gold cost of it?
I can, but I'll need the list at some point. Like I haven't been doing it while also carrying on other conversations.
Wow.
Come on, what are you even doing over there?
God.
Okay, you list off what you have so far, and I'll keep track.
4 backpacks, 2 bedrolls,
At the
4
least.
backpacks, 2 bedrolls,
2 sets
I
of
saw
fine
it lovely.
clothing,
2
One-
fine clothing.
1 sledgehammer,
Pretty much a solo guy. Look, yeah,
1 set of manacles.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Um,
I'm assuming this money is from selling the jewelry box that you.
and some other shit that you said
Okay.
that we had. I had like 130 gold by the time
Okay.
we got out of there, and then we got this. That and I'm cheating.
Here.
Oh, I'd like to buy, like,
List of stuff that they
Oh,
have.
it's a little
3 or 4 signet
Mostly.
rings.
Oh, thanks.
Like different signets, though.
Sure, yeah, he's got kind of an assortment of symbols
Yeah.
available. Okay.
And yeah, that's about it.
Oh, let's go.
Actually, I would like to get some kind of water vessel or liquid vessel.
Right, yes.
So like a
Indeed.
flask or flagon or something. Jug or no, I don't want. What am I looking for here, Zach?
I'm lighting up your other stuff. So.
Oh, sorry. Oh, flask or tankard? Yes.
Sledgehammer. Where did you find sledgehammer?
Oh, it's hammer, sledge, 2 gold,
Oh,
10
of course.
pounds.
Of course.
And okay, and I'll get 5 flasks.
Yeah, okay. 3 signet rings. And 5 flasks.
Sure. I like to be prepared for carrying liquids.
Just shopping, huh?
Yeah, Gregor's usually very prepared. He was caught with his pants down.
5 flasks.
Guy's like actually doing a transaction.
Let's see this. 10 silver.
So you get like a discount, like buy 4 flasks.
I think that's fair.
143.
Yeah.
1 gold piece.
Yep.
100.
Should be there. Just past the weapons and then should be there.
400 of what? There's no way this is 400.
I feel like I would use stuff as a monk, but I don't know what. Ooh, a forgery kit.
He looks. So you've basically piled just a whole bunch of crap onto his counter, and he's like, "Should I start with the math now?"
Yes. However, I wonder. I have a few things to sell you. Do you take any weapons whatsoever?
He's like, "Can't really sell weapons around this town. Not really interested in weapons."
Okay. What about some item of interest? I take out the bone knife. That's human bone.
He holds out his hand to take it if you and he examines it. He's kind of like, give you maybe a couple gold pieces.
I think it may have more use to me than that. You interested in any garments or sacks made of flesh?
He just gives you like a disgusted look, and he's like, well, "Who do you think I am?"
A man who keeps his curtains drawn in the day and lights his shop with lanterns.
Yeah.
It's like, what does that have to do with? No, I don't want
You
you.
tell me, pervert.
It's like I've never been so insulted in all my life.
Yeah, not too insulted to take my gold, I'm sure. Now let's finish this transaction.
He very angrily like grabs his abacus and like puts it in front. He starts counting things on the counter and adding things up. And he's like, "All right, well, everything you have here comes out to 591 gold pieces."
That is not possible.
It's like, what do you mean that's not possible? This is my shop. You think I don't know how much things cost?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
God.
Meanwhile, we're just standing in the back, just like open-eyed.
What did you buy?
I did not buy that much shit.
You bought a lot of
Everything
stuff,
costs
man.
less than 25 gold pieces, so there's no way that shit.
But dude, you bought them.
He
in, like,
sells
massive, like,
everything on the list that has a value of 25 gold pieces or less.
It doesn't mean that.
Oh god,
He
charging more.
can set his own prices though.
It's jipping us.
You.
What do you?
Who is this? Who has the highest intelligence out of everybody in this party?
Probably Albrecht.
Probably Albrecht.
Just chill.
Albrecht, you
Do the math and figure it out.
you're able to kind of discern that he's selling all of these things for about 10 times the normal going rate.
Jesus Christ.
Little man, this is unacceptable, Albrecht.
Well, why such a large markup on these items?
He's like, if you really want it, you'll pay for it.
No, my friend, if I really want it, you will pay.
Roll an intimidation
Oh,
check.
that was good.
Oh, good. That's 17.
He looks a little, he looks like a little shaken. And he's like, listen. And he leans forward into you. And he says, this is the only shop in this entire village. So if you want these goods, you'll pay my prices.
Split his throat.
Just punch him.
Oh god.
No,
Couldn't
little
take
friend.
it.
You already told me there is no armory. There is no market for weapons. Who is here to stop me?
Stop you from what?
Taking this, and I just grab my arm and just put it on the side of the
Okay, so as you do that, he turns and he yells, Periwimple! Periwimple, get in here!
Oh god. I don't know
And you hear like some things
Can
like
I-
falling over.
While
in
Perry
it.
Wimple's coming, can I grapple this guy and make a surprise attack?
Why don't you hold him hostage?
That's exactly what I want to do.
Oh my god.
I'm not paying 500 gold for this shit. I'm gonna end this guy's life before I pay 500 gold.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Make a grapple check.
Wow.
This is amazing.
This is actually happening.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're all just shopping.
I was not expecting.
I'm not with him. I'm not with him.
not
Grab us.
He's like screwed for help. We're like, oh, I'm so
Thankfully, I was not expecting this, but thankfully I did prepare character sheets for these people just in case.
Well, you're gonna mark me up like that. You know? Fuck, man. Gregor is lawful good, but he's not about to get screwed by an unlawful.
Yeah,
piece of
you,
shit.
I mean, this guy's on the other side of the counter, so you basically just like grab him with like both of your hands, and you kind of like begin to lift him like over the counter,
Yeah.
like over the stuff that's like
So,
there.
like I'll kind of like pull him over the counter and like, you know, bear hug him.
Sure. As you're doing that, the rest of you kind of see in the door down the end where you presume there to be a stock room. You see the door just barge open, and this man steps through.
What a good person.
Oh shit! Put him down!
I don't know. I would be pretty intimidated if he came out.
I tried for
Yeah.
any image other than this image to do, but it was the only one that like kind of fit the image that I was going for. So we're going with it. Anyways,
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Do not accept our prices.
okay, you're gonna have to suspend the disbelief though, because the personality is very different. So you're gonna have to just set it aside. Set it aside. You see this big, kind of brawny dude in leather armor come out. He's not as tall as Gregor, but like you get the sense that like
He's sizing you up.
it's pretty like he could probably take him on though. As he emerges from the stockroom and he sees this scene before him, he's like, "Hey, what are you doing with my uncle?" And he comes running towards you, and he pulls out a sword.
Oh god.
You gonna disarm him in the woods, bro?
Gregor,
you didn't
Gregor,
agree,
let
Johnson.
this man go.
No. We will absolutely let him go. Albrecht, please collect the things which I would like to purchase.
He's basically at you right now. Unless you have put this man down, he is going to swing his sword at you.
Hey, man! Good sized man here. Yes, good. Do not draw your sword unless.
Oh, his sword is drawn.
Do not attack
Is he
here. You
charging
don't
from
need
something?
it to go to violence. We just want to pay fair price for items, and we also don't want your dear uncle to have any accidents.
So he's not gonna have any accidents while I'm around.
I disagree. He's already had one. Might crush him a little bit.
As soon as you start squeezing, he swings his sword.
Do you want to sing a song or something? You want to play some music?
We might have to leave this.
Get him to let the prices down.
50% off, it sounds about right.
Yeah, maybe we can all be friends.
Drop your prices, you crack fish.
Bitch panties.
Call
He's
this
got his bitch panties in a knot.
needs a loot. Call the sun. Bitch
16 to hit.
Yeah, that fits.
Dealing 13 piercing
Ooh,
damage.
Raven's got some
You're
muscles.
also fairly naked, bruh.
He swings it again before you can react. 26 to hit.
Are we just watching this happen?
Dealing 14 piercing
Rest in
damage.
peace.
Did he knock you down?
And he swings it a third time.
Whoa!
15 to hit.
Yo, his brother's having.
Did you just
That's
die over
Dealing
high prices?
seven points of piercing damage.
Uh,
As he just runs out and he's like, "Uncle!" And he just starts hacking away at you while you're holding on
His
to
brother's.
Bildra.
Okay, so what was that total?
7 plus 15 is 22. 7 plus 14, 20. Plus 13
Yep,
is
you're
30,
out, pal.
33.
No, I'm gonna obviously stones endurance.
33 points of damage.
Damn, bro.
And he's hacked into you basically with his sword.
Are you sure you don't want to sing a
Okay,
song?
so 33
No, he
minus
got himself into
14
the
is
situation.
19.
Is this your character, or is this just you not wanting to sing a song?
Is that
my
19
character?
health left?
Wow, what a guy. I feel like my character would be compelled to help, but I don't
Okay, that's fine.
We're in a pickle here. I don't really want to hurt anybody.
So you're reducing that damage by 14?
Yeah.
Legends entire
Okay,
his
do you let go of the man, or?
take him
Gregor, put some men down.
I begrudgingly release him from a grapple.
And he's like, "Who the hell do you think you are? You come into my shop, and you refuse my prices, and you do this? It's like, Periwimple, show these men out."
Again, right? Do we all have to leave?
Yeah, we've been put on an act we don't know where they
Yeah,
are.
he just said men.
Yeah, like he
Wow, Sean.
Catwoman.
he turns to he turns to the rest of the group and he's like, "If anybody would like to actually do business here today, please step forward. The rest of you out of my shop."
What do you want? Why are you buying all this shit?
Because I want all this shit. I just don't want to pay them.
Alright, well, I'm like, alright,
Just
thank
the
you for
minimum
looking
amount.
at my pendant.
Yeah,
Going
let's go
then.
back and go find Isvak and get on this mission.
Is fuck?
Whatever his name is.
I'm not gonna pay
I
you.
don't know.
This is
I'm gonna
Okay,
step forward.
Do we need holy water?
Isvak's
Prevent-
oh, actually true.
Mm,
That
Someone
works.
want it?
the holy water would be a good idea.
Can we? Do you want to get a holy water and then like a crossbow and like get them and just shoot them?
Alright, fine.
I don't
We
want
can
that
leave.
shit.
Does anyone have any ranged weapons? You do.
Periwimple's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
And don't come back here unless you intend to buy
I do
something.
think I have gold.
Did intend to buy, just did not intend to get gouged.
I don't have much.
Could you not finesse
So
them
I'll
with
walk
your
up to
good
the
looks?
counter and ask how much it would be for 40 bolts. Like crossbow bolts.
40 crossbow bolts
Yeah. It says it'd be 2 gold pieces, but
for how much? For 40?
for 40.
So that's 20 gold pieces.
Well, it's 1 gold for 20. So,
Oh, 1 gold for
2
20.
golds for 40.
You want 40? Yeah. So it's
but how much is this guy offering?
it's 10 times whatever the price is. So if it's two gold for 40, then it'd be 20 gold for 40.
Okay, I flip this guy off and I walk out.
Pretty much.
And he just looks at you angrily. Periwimple just stands there kind of intimidatingly, just kind of this wall of muscle. And he always has this, like, he always looks like that, basically. Like, his mouth is always kind of hanging open. And, like, you kind of get the sense that he's not too bright. but nonetheless, he's clearly tough, and he stands and watches and makes sure that you all leave in a peaceful manner.
As I walk out, kind of give him like a "fuck you" kind of nod and walk in.
Yeah, it doesn't take much notice.
I'll knock into some display of something and like knock it down.
Yeah,
As on the way out.
the Bildrath kind of lets out a like a and just get out.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
And kind of as the last of you gets out the door, Periwinkle slams it behind you. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Very good.
That was crazy.
Good
Alright,
session,
let's
guys.
burn it down.
That's right.